shout out to our chain gang over on the east side of the field, standing right around the 20-yard line. We want to recognize Tina Nelson, Kevin Davis, and Diane Wallace. Thank you, chain gang. tonight's game between the Flyers of Dixie and your Desert Hills Thunder. Both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities Association and support the statewide sportsmanship program, Raise the Bar. The Utah High School Activities Association encourages respect for all fans and participants tonight. Take the time to respect all who are attending and participating in this education-based activity setting. Respect others and expect to receive respect from others. The principal at Desert Hills, Mr. Justin Keith, Athletic Director Terry Howe, thank you for your cooperation and hope you enjoy the game. Go Thunder, and remember, do rowdy right. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms that we enjoy. Let us honor and respect our...
所有的同学回到座位哈。3。
Heather, get our curve here. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Oh, careful.
Beyond the park you know exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Ace is the place with a helpful heart.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Back live, got audio working, and we are set to go. Devin Dixon, Coach Carl Frankie, Interior Design Center pregame show. We did a whole pregame show, and I don't know if anybody could hear us or not. We had some technical difficulties, but we are here. You haven't missed a second of the action, and that's what matters most. But do want to thank Interior Design Center, Camping World St. George, our keys to the game. We'll revisit those in just a second. And, of course, we'll get you the Sky Mountain starting lineups as we meet the teams. Desert Hills and Dixie coin flip. Dixie won, they deferred. So Desert Hills wearing the black jerseys, gold trim numbers, white helmets will receive the opening kickoff. Flyers wearing the all white with the blue helmets, blue numbers. And let's play some football, Region 10 style on a Friday night. Kickoff is end over end, and it's going to be returnable by Ford. Here comes Zach. He bobbles it, has to go get it at about the 6. Ford up the middle, now cuts to the left, now back to the middle, breaks the tackle, fighting out across the 24. Ooh, he had a chance maybe to break that last tackle, but that's still a pretty good return after mishandling that initial catch.
Yeah, it's funny how that timing that drives the defense off when those guys are in their lanes. They see the guy drop the ball, they start to get out of their lanes a little bit. And it's almost like something you should practice because defense usually isn't ready to tackle at that moment.
Here is Noah Fui Tololo. Fui Junior quarterback putting up some big numbers this year. 63 for 122, over 1,000 yards already. 16.6 per pass. I mean, really good numbers, 2.2 touchdowns a game. He'll hand off, though, and a run up the middle, and they'll move it forward for just a short gain of about 1. Not much there. And that was, we'll go back to our Camping World keys to the game. We were talking about these front 7.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a battle up front. It's whoever's going to give first. But both sides of the ball is going to be a battle all night. 2nd down and 9. Early moments here. Temperature's about 92 degrees at kickoff. Actually, the cloud cover, pleasant night for some football. Corner route. Here comes Eric Olson behind the defense. Caught at the 40, 30. Nobody's going to catch Eric Olson. 10-5 touchdown. Thunder strike first. That's the kid they've been trying to get it to all season long. He's just different. He's long levered. He's 6'5". He's running down the field. There's no safety that can hang with him.
Beautiful pass by Fui, too. Just dropped it over the top. Take a look on the replay here, Coach. He just lays it in nicely, and then once Olson got it, he was gone.
Yeah, no, it's the length and the speed. I mean, look at that. He even broke away another 10 yards after he caught the ball.
Yes, indeed. And here is the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. And the hold and the snap are up, and the kick was tipped, but it still is through, and just like that, it's 7-0 Thunder on the We Win injury loss scoreboard. We'll take a break, come back. Dixie will get the football on a beautiful night in Region 10 from Desert Hills High School.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Welcome back. Ideal Home and Paint bringing you our Game of the Week here on CEC TV, 97.7 ESPN, and streaming on sportsradio977.com. Polu to kick off, just a freshman. Who knew? Anderson will return it from the 5. He's been a great kickoff return guy, and he's got a little room, and he scoots out across 35 and finally taken down at the 41, maybe the 42. And just like that, Dixie gets great field position for their opening possession.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Dixie does right here in the first couple plays. I'm sure Coach Monkers is going to try to get a feel of what defensively what they're trying to do before he starts to open up the playbook.
Really good return by Anderson. Shea Anderson. Zach Ford made the tackle for the Thunder. Here is Seth Takau, the junior quarterback. Brother Amit Takau played at Dixie and played quarterback, and they blow this play dead. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Flyers. That'll back them up 5. Enoch Takau just graduated last year. He played at Pineview.
Yeah, Takau's kind of been all over the region.
Good football family.
Good football family, yeah.
Enoch and now Seth, the youngest of the Takau, and they thoughts, prayers, their family. Recently, Seth's dad passed away. They're going to go trickeration, and Kesterson is going to throw it, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be caught outside by Jaquil Mitchell.
Turnbow was in great position the entire way, and he just didn't come back and high point the football. He needs to go up and get that football.
Unbelievable. The trickeration, Coach Munker's drawing it up.
You know, they defended it really well. He's actually in perfect position. The receiver just does a fabulous job coming back and high pointing the ball, and the defender never did.
Jaquil Mitchell, the senior, actually moved to Oklahoma and then moved back, played a season out there, and now he's back. Didn't play in the first half, but had a pick 6, and now he's got a big play here. Here's Takau, RPO, he'll keep it off the left side. Big hit, Nunley and company, but he'll pick up 4.
Yeah, that one you can tell he got up a little bit slower after that one. And that's what you're going to need to do. You're going to have to keep putting wallop after wallop on him, kind of slow him down.
Cy among the league leaders in tackles. Actually, who got him low there first? Was that Tangren?
Could have been Tangren off the edge.
Robbie Tangren was the first to make that big hit.
You got one-on-one over here on the short side of the field. I'd like to see Dixie take a shot over there.
4-3 defense. They'll run it to Christian. Christian gets the edge, turns it north and south inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal to go for the Flyers, and that's another fabulous Freddy's first down for Coach Munkers. The offense cooking right now.
Yeah, Jakeo Mitchell is out here all by him lonesome, basically man-to-man. And so if they take a shot, that's where I see him taking a shot. He's got a two-way go.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do. Taking some time here. They probably got to hurry it up. Play clock winding down.
Official hasn't checked his watch yet.
9:40 on the clock. 7-0 Thunder. Fuyatololo hit Eric Olson. Now the Flyers trying to answer. Takao calls his own number, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Didn't get anything. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was it. Dawson Bundy with a big stop.
Yeah, saw the counter action and just kind of held his ground, fought pressure, came back and made a great wrap-up tackle there in the hole.
Second down and goal for the Flyers.
And that's what you got to do, too. You got to keep Dixie out of the third and short stuff, second and short stuff, where they can kind of run the ball or throw the ball on you. You got to kind of keep them on their heels a little bit. You got little trips look like trips.
Now they'll switch it up. Anderson will go to far side. Kesterson, the bottom now. Anderson will go back. They'll give it to him. He fumbled it, got it back, but he hit the turf, so that's going to be blown dead. He's actually going to lose 2 yards. Loss of 2 by Anderson. Just a fun week to talk about this matchup, Coach, because Coach Rick Barry was the defensive of Snow Canyon High School in 2008. That's when Coach Munkers took the job at Dixie. They have went against each other one time. That next year, Coach Munkers brought Coach Barry on as his defensive coordinator. They were together until Coach Munkers left to go be the offensive coordinator for Dixie State University. And then when he came back, of course, Rick Barry came back after Andy Stokes had that stint as head coach of the Flyers. These two guys have been in the war room and know each other well. Whistle, and this play will be blown dead.
Yeah, pregame I was down there, I asked him if he had any wrinkles for their turkey bowl today. Seems like a family turkey bowl down on the field. Everybody hugging and shaking hands and kissing each other in the ear, but you know darn well once that ball was kicked off tonight, it's ready to just battle.
Yeah, they're friendly before. They'll be friendly after, but now that the game's on, both these teams, the winner of this game will be the only team left undefeated in region play. Now, both the Flyers and the Thunder did have a bye. Desert Hills went up to North Sanpete 143-7. That only was a half of action. They got a lot of guys some reps.
You know, I was actually happy to see that game got called. You know, I know it was because of weather, but that's not even a good game to even drive up to in the middle of the season where you're trying to better yourself and then you're going to go play at North Sanpete on the road and just get somebody hurt. So hopefully they got a lot of 2s and 3s, some reps up there.
Of course, Dixie made waves across the state when they handed Pineview their first loss of the season, 31-28. So they got some momentum coming to this game for sure. Takao going to roll out, throw, come back route, and it's going to be incomplete. They had a guy behind the intended receiver and on the front side. That was Turnbow, and Takao threw it where only his guy could maybe go get it, but it was out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good job by Desert Hills, just kind of sealing off the backside. They did a really good job getting inside the receivers on the backside and playing that front side where only, you know, Takao is going to be able to throw that football. So it looks like they're going to come out and attempt a field goal here. Let's see, it'll be about I'm just looking real quick, almost a 30-yarder, 29-yard field goal from the middle of the field.
Jonathan Bibiano Vargas, yeah, we'll call it 29-yard attempt, ball at the 19. Kick is away, and it looks good, and it is good. And that'll cut the Desert Hills lead down to 7-3. So both teams drive right down the field on their opening possession and score. We'll take a break, come back. 7-3 lead for the Thunder over the Flyers on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Flyers to kick off after the 29-yard field goal, and this is returnable. And here comes Polu. Is that Polu returning this kick?
Yes, it is.
And Polu, Cyrus only the freshman. So now he's a kicker. He's a linebacker, and now he's a kick return guy. What can't this freshman do, Coach?
I don't know. I got him in my homeroom, so I'm going to have to ask him what he really is.
He's a linebacker.
Does he play on halftime for the band, too? What's he doing?
Of course, his older brothers.
Oh, they're athletes. They're all athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Get your best athletes on the field, make plays. That's what tonight's all about.
His dad, Tony, is actually on staff with the Thunder. Out of the gun. Fui puts a man in motion.
Oh.
Quick pitch to Tyden Morris. Morris going to get hit and drop for a loss. Dave Hollings coming up from the Flyers outside backer position to make that tackle.
Yeah, Desert Hill's pretty lucky on that one. Number 22, Broden Cox kind of was moving upfield a little bit early on that before the ball was snapped.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Yeah, trips to the field side.
Yep. Quick pass over the middle in no man's land. Looking for Olsen there, and Huitalolo just threw that one away, it looked like.
The problem with this play, though, is the receiver and quarterback got to be on the same page because the safety's right on top. He either has to turn or throttle down in that hole, but that's got to be on his frame. He cannot be leading him up the field. That'd be a pick next time.
Here is the pass. Noah taking a shot down the field, and Turnbow can't get to it. Little skinny post that he turned upfield, and Noah just maybe a foot or two out in front of him.
So we got 3rd and 10 here.
There is a penalty on the field. Thunder, aggressive play calling so far.
Well, I like it because the corners are in so if you watch it on TV, the corners are in a bracket. And what they do is they just bail. They don't even get hands on the receivers. So the receivers are running free from the line of scrimmage. There is no redirect at all. And so these safeties have got to turn and run from where they're at, but the receivers are not getting harassed at all at the line of scrimmage. So I don't blame them. I'd be sending them along too. And the safeties aren't all that deep either. They're at like 10 to 12 yards. I'd like to see a little more play action in the backfield to hold those guys there maybe a step longer and then throw over the top.
3-by-1 formation. Tyden Morris sidecar to the right of Fui. Fui looking to take another shot. Now he pump fakes, and he's under pressure. He evades it, rolls out to the left side, tucks and runs, slides, and gives himself up. Got to be careful there. Truman Allo did give him a little bit of a hit once he gave himself up, but no flags fly.
He held up. You know, as a defender, that's all you see is red, right? You're just coming, and then you have to give yourself up at the last second. That's tough. I'm always afraid someone's going to get seriously injured on one of these plays, you know.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He
dodged him. Yeah,
yep.
He dodged him.
Great job.
Cole Stewart was the one that was in the backfield harassing Fui. First down for the Thunder. They'll toss it out to Zach Ford. He's the Ferrari of this team. 5'7".
Cale Martinez came up and just put a beautiful hit on him.
Zach is just a junior. Brother Ethan played last year, graduated. He is quick. Mm-hmm. If you can find him, you can tackle him because he's not very big, but he's hard to find because of the speed of Zach Ford. Now Fui taking a shot again over the middle. Two guys running into each other, and they both stop their route, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's never good.
Looked like both were running a post to the same spot.
Yeah, if they're running, they may have posts, but one's got to keep theirs skinnier than the other. They probably shouldn't cross the hash on this near side. Looked like it was number 2, Austin Turnbow. Austin's got to keep that on the hash.
And now, Desert Hills forced to pump for the first time tonight. 4th down.
That was a good stop by Dixie. I mean, albeit there was a few mistakes Desert Hills made there, but credit Dixie there for kind of forcing this punt and going to get a pretty good field position out of it.
Jaquil Mitchell back to return this Cyrus Polo kick. Snap is good, has plenty of time. Good kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line, and we'll see Seth Takau and the Flyers get their second possession of the night.
Yeah,
we never did pick our Sport Clip Star Watch tonight. How about we go with Eric Olson?
Yeah, I was actually, we talked about it pregame, but no one heard us. But I did say Eric Olson was the guy they had to get going early.
Obviously caught that long touchdown on the opening possession, and that's why the Thunder have the 7-3 lead. And then for Dixie, why not go with Jaquil Mitchell?
Yeah, no, he's going to be active tonight for sure.
There was a couple of big plays in the second half, and Mitchell's pick 6 was one of the big ones that really helped Dixie come back and win that game against Pineview last week. 6:06 left, first quarter. Takau dumps it out in the flat to his running back. Christian takes a hit, goes down, but pickup of about 4. And there's a flag down right at the 15.
I think this may be a crackback by number 4 for Dixie, which is Shea Anderson. Because that comes
the blindside block is an emphasis this year.
Yeah,
they're going to wave it off.
They waved it off. He did peel back, and it looked like he was looking to. But we'll see what this looks like here.
Anderson's running a little out route, and then he did. He
kind of hit him in the back, didn't he?
Not a lot of contact, but
enough
that you could justify that flag. I never understand why they wave a flag off. Now there's movement.
Yeah, I think Polu jumped off sides there, caused the tackle to move. I don't know why the officials always have to talk to one another. I mean, it's pretty simple there.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Well, make sure that maybe the lineman didn't flinch.
He'd be running in if he saw something, though. He wasn't really wanting to talk about it. So keep the game going. We always just want to keep the game going.
Yes, indeed. And now the Flyers set the cow to the gun, 3-by-1 formation. Christian's going to run an out route. He's got him underneath, but he's going to go down the field. Mitchell on a comeback route, incomplete. And a flag now flies from the side judge on the far Dixie sideline.
Yeah, it kind of shows you the timing here, right? They haven't had a whole heck of a lot of time together throwing the ball. With the receivers, and so they're just a little out of sync right now.
Take a look at the Sky Mountain starters for Desert Hills. The safeties are a strength. You've got Mortensen and Turnbow. You got Izzy Meredith and Trey Levitt on the corners. Polu playing that left defensive end, then Bundy and Tangren, the other D lineman. And then how about the heart of this defense, maybe in the middle? These backers are good. Cy Nunley and Lincoln Holmes. And then you got Jake Wilkins. Those are your defensive starters for the Thunder.
Cy Nunley's really worked hard this past offseason to get himself ready for this senior year.
That was a tough injury, huh?
Yeah, and it shows.
Injured last year, couldn't finish the season. Takau looking to throw here. And he's going to tuck it now. He's going to run, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to pick up a fabulous Freddy's first down and more as he's going to go out near midfield. There is the dual threat ability of Seth Takau.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. Even in the backfield, if you're going to rush him, you've got to keep him in the pocket. If you allow him to escape the pocket, you're in deep trouble. You put a lot of pressure on your linebackers and DBs to come up and make tackles.
Takau shows pass. Wanted to take a shot, but a nice job peeling and stepping up in the pocket. And then maybe a little bit of a flat angle there by Nunley. Mortensen tried to dive and clip him, couldn't. Finally driven out of bounds by Izzy Meredith.
That's about 4 missed tackles there.
Huge play out to the 48 is where they say he stepped out of bounds. And now 4-3 defensive look. Flyers looking to throw. Now it's a draw. And it's a big hit right in the middle. That's probably Cy Nunley.
Yep, that was Cy right there in the middle, not buying anything and filling a gap quick.
Yeah, Nunley, I remember talking to him. He's a quiet kid. He lets his play speak for himself, but you could tell he was pretty devastated with the injury last year.
Yeah, super humble. You know, every morning he was out here with Gabe Sewell. If you guys, anyone remembers, middle linebacker for me years ago that played in Nevada, started at middle backer. Well, they were out here on this field every morning during the summer for about 3 weeks working. So, like I said, he's put in a lot of time.
No question. 2nd down and 9, pick up a 1. To Cal, looking to throw. Gets it out quick, and it is almost intercepted. Meredith had a chance to dive and keep it off the turf and could not.
That's why
it'll be 3rd down.
That's why they play defense, right? Got to come up with that. That is a big play at this moment right now.
Yeah, I think very catchable football, if you ask me.
Looks like we had a penalty on Desert Hills
Wouldn't
anyway.
have mattered anyway.
Yeah.
That'll be.
It was a 15-yarder?
Yep.
Did I miss, like, roughing the passer here?
I didn't see that. I think it might have been hands to the face by the defensive lineman is what they signaled if I caught it out of the corner of my eye. 4:47 left, Nets on fire clock. Brand new floors, go check it out. Training packages, basketball season right around the corner. Just check out all the schedules, netsonfire.org. You can see right here, I think they call it hands to the face there on Tangren. I don't know about that one though. Playing football. 1st and 10 to Cal. Moves the pocket left, and he's going to swing it out. It's caught. Mortensen missed a tackle, and a nice little gain for Mason Kesterson down inside the Thunder 26-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see, Desert Hills playing pretty soft defense right now. Like, I would really like to see a little bit more pressure into these receivers' faces, force Takao to throw in tighter windows. And right now, they're just giving them, like, easy throws.
They actually gave him the 27, so 2nd and 1. Didn't quite get the 1st down. 9-yard pickup, though, on the Takao to Kesterson. Of course, one of the big plays last week, Carl, was the fire drill 2-point conversion, because that really made it so Pine needed to score a touchdown in the game. Now Takao fakes it, keeps it, off right tackle, big hole, and he's going to take it down inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone to the 19-yard line.
So Dixie's done a really good job. Every time they're in that set with that wing back, they're always going to run that play where it's the jet sweep with that QB power read. And all they're doing is reading that play side backer or that middle backer on that side. So if they can reach him, he's usually giving it. And if he overplays it, then Takao's keeping it.
That was Freddie's 1st down. Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Had to settle for a field goal last time they got into the red zone. We'll see what happens here. Christian outside has the edge down near the 10-yard line. Dixie doing a nice job on the ground, getting wide. And some nice blocks downfield to give him that edge.
So again, here, if your player defensively, if the guy that you're lined up over top, if he blocks down to pin, then you have to replace for that guy. And right now, Desert Hills is not doing that.
Officials have been busy tonight, huh, Coach?
Oh yeah. No, you run that outside zone or that fly sweep enough, eventually you'll get a couple holds out there. Kids like to kind of reach and grab and tug sometimes, and every now and then you get called for it.
That'll back Dixie up.
I'm surprised no one has picked up that guard's got to pull and get way out there, and no one has run underneath that yet. I'd like to see Desert Hills even take a chance and run blitz here through one of those A gaps, especially to the field away from number 4. So number 4 is going to tell you where the ball is going to be, jet sweep is coming from. I would almost shoot that play side A gap.
4-3 scheme. Flyers put Anderson in motion. They give it to him, and they blow this play dead. Boy, a flag fest here in the first quarter. 3:11 to go, and another penalty. This will back up the Flyers on a legal procedure.
Yeah, it's kind of sloppy tonight, right, for them? Again, before the game started, we talked about how they're going to respond to winning on the road at Pineview, big win, especially, having Takao as their backup guy starting now. And sometimes you get a little bit of a hangover early in games, but they've done okay. Just battling some antsiness.
A lot of points already as we check the Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard. Jensen, a 5-yard touchdown run. Snow Canyon leads 14-7 over Hurricane right now. Run to Barbin. Barbin waiting for blocks, and he's taken down from the backside.
Yeah, that was played perfect because they set the edge, and then they strung it out, and then by the time he had to turn it up, there was no hole. And that's how you have to defend that. You got to continue to string it out. You got to stay in your gaps, and then allow him to make the decision when to turn it up, and then that's when you rally and tackle.
I'm sure Coach Barry saw how many fly sweeps Coach Munkers ran last week, and they probably put a lot of time into assignments on that this week in practice.
Yeah, see, like they pulled both guards, but that backside guard cannot get to the frontside backer, the middle Mike backer, if the Mike backer just shoots A.
Polu with the tackle, and Dixie backed up. They were into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Now they're backed up outside the 30 here. Second down, and ball's on the 33-yard line. Tikal looking to throw, taking a shot high. Rainbow dropping it in, and it's a jump ball. It's caught. Jaquil Mitchell ripped it away. Touchdown Flyers.
He ripped it right out of his hands.
33-yard connection on 2nd and 23, and Jaquil Mitchell makes a big-time play for Dixie High.
I mean, that should have been picked the whole way. And again, that kid, watch him high point it like last time. He comes back and high points, and he's just so strong with his hands. He just rips it right out of his hands.
Yeah, Trey Levitt was in great position. And now the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up and good.
He's in position, Devin, but what he doesn't do is use his body to shield the offensive player to come back to the ball with. He's allowing him to run through his arms to catch the ball.
Fireworks here early, now 10-7. And Dixie has their first lead of the night. And the Thunder will get the football and gives us a chance to thank Intermountain Sports Medicine, providing all the athletic training for all of our Region 10 varsity athletics again this year. If you've had a sports injury or your kids have, make sure and call Dr. Millward or Dr. Grames or any of the great staff, 435-251-3600. And of course, each school has a trainer. Mike Tolman at Dixie High School always does a great job. And at Desert Hills High School, Ashley Humphreys is the athletic trainer from Intermountain Sports Medicine. Looking for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert tonight. Glad you're with us. If either team scores over 25 points, Holbrook Asphalt's buying everybody free dessert at Yogurtland after the game. We'll keep you posted. Here's the kickoff from Bibiano Vargas, and it's going to be returnable. Here is Polu to the 25, and he's got a big crease to the 40. And it runs right over the kicker, but the kicker at least wrapped him. And the Thunder freshman with a get floored big hit. I think if he would have rounded him, I think he would have broken arm tackle there, Coach.
Yeah, I think he had one more shake in him. He could have kind of froze him and then just stiff-armed him right in the face mask. But, you know, again, for a freshman to step up and do what he's doing tonight, it's fantastic.
Yeah, no question about it. Fui in the offense has, and he get floored. And we love our friends at Get Floored. Brand new sponsor this year. Glad they hooked up with us. Christian Jensen, local guy, played in Region 10, actually a Dixie Flyer. Toss sweep, Tide Morris will get 4. Get Floored has homes for sale. Believe it or not, they have a couple homes for sale right now, and they specialize in remodeling your existing home as well. Call Christian Jensen with Get Floored today, 773-2667. As you see Tide Morris pick up 4 on that play. Thunder going a little quicker here. Fui looking to throw over the middle. Caught. Eric Olson. And he's going to be taken down by the secondary, that safety, but down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, same play as we talked about before, but remember, he overthrew him. He let him down the field. This time he throttled down in the hole, and he threw it on his frame, which is where it needs to be.
So that's a fabulous Freddy's first down. Eric Olson right down the old seam route, right, Coach?
Yeah, it's just a Y read right there. Safety over the top. You just sit down in the hole.
Gage Dempsey, the free safety, had to make that stop. Minute 33 left first quarter. Toss it to Tide Morris. Morris outside, strung it out well.
This is the only thing I don't like about the run game is Dixie runs a 3-4 defense, and they're running into the teeth of the defense. The defense is already sitting out there with a guy as an edge player.
And Olson did get a nice
but just
block initially, but the pursuit was there.
Yeah, the bubble's inside the tackle.
So not enough hats there on the outside.
Just too hard.
Second down. Fui swings it to Morris. High point catch. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Morris to the 10 and rumbling down near the 5-yard line. And that's almost an extension of the run on that quick pass.
Yeah, that's all they got to do right there. If they read it, though, that Truman's been coming off that left side quite a bit. They might be able to run screen back to the field.
Noah, though, gets it to him quick. That was his check down. He knew he was there.
And he put it on time so he can actually do something with the ball when he caught it. He didn't float it over there.
Made it, and that's what Tide Morris did when he was at Snow Canyon. Now he's Desert Hills, he breaks tackles. He does not go down on first contact very easily. 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Dixie up 10-7. And a little fake pitch, run up the middle, touchdown Thunder. Tide Morris to pay dirt.
Has a little trap play there. That's actually a nice little wrinkle off of that. Fake the toss on the orbit motion, and then just hand it off inside and watch this little trap play.
That's probably what they were running that pitch for, is to set that up.
Yep, and there you go. And walk in.
Thunder back on top. Tide Morris with the touchdown run. 5 yards. And here is the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. It's up, and it's through, and it's good. We'll take the timeout. Thunder 14, Flyers 10 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
waters. Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back, Devin Dixon, Coach Carl Frankie hanging out with you tonight on CEC TV, TDS Channel 108. If you're listening on radio and you want to go and watch it, you can watch it on sportsradio977.com if you don't have TDS. Either way, glad you're with us tonight. Kickoff into the end zone, and fireworks in this one. 14-10. Desert Hills has the lead here in our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. Locally owned and operated by Ray Odette. Of course, his dad was the longtime coach of the Dixie Flyers.
Yeah, and Dan's over there on the sideline. He helps out with special teams.
Yep, that's Ray's brother. Yep. And got that brand new home and paint store at 4096 South River Road. Ideal Paint has that for all your painting projects. 1st and 10 to Cow. Has Christian sidecar to the right. He'll put Anderson in motion, and they'll give it to him, and he fumbled the football. It's loose, and I think the Thunder got it. Earlier, Anderson lost it, got back on top of it. This time, it is picked up by Cy Nunley, who recovers, and there's the first turnover, actually, of the night.
Yeah, neither
team.
No,
Dixie had an interception.
Dixie had an interception. So, again, neither team can afford any of these turnovers.
So turnovers evened up at 1 apiece. I forgot about Mitchell high-pointing that Oski earlier.
You know what? I'm running the same play I ran to score that first quarter, or that, second play of the game. I'll probably come right back to it right here.
Yep, we'll see what.
Little smash concept to the outside.
Coach Eggleston decides to do.
And he's in a power eye at a pistol.
Here we go. Fui ready.
Oh, Dixie
and
just got the ball back.
They bubbled it, and maybe Dixie does recover. Yes. Yes, a turnover for a turnover. Trevin Aldridge has the football for the Flyers defense.
Who was the ball carrier on that one? I couldn't tell.
I think it just got away, like, from Noah on the handoff. Oh, no, the handoff was clean. Aldridge just ripped it out. He was close to being down, too. But I think he still was up.
Yeah.
Just barely.
It's close.
Wow, there's a change of events. Looks like maybe Desert Hills is going to take a 2-score lead, and
Dixie's going to let this clock run into the quarter.
Do they have an?
Or they may.
They may have to snap it here.
Oh, wait a second here. Why is it Desert Hills ball?
They said he was down.
What?
They said he was down.
This is going to be a sideline warning guaranteed on Dixie because they're fired up.
Yeah, they said he was down. Man. We'll have to take another look at that.
I'm sorry, I thought it was out.
Yeah. So Thunder keep I did too, Coach.
Yeah.
Fui going for the home run, shot up high, and it's incomplete, trying to find Eric Olson again in the middle.
See, what Noah's got to do better is before he gets to the top of that route, he's just got to throw that ball in the hole and let him run to it instead of waiting so long where you got to put so much pace on it.
By the way, it's a final now. Crimson Cliffs has beaten Cypress. They've started this game a little early. And Gunnar Ort, 10 of 17, 114 yards and a touchdown. Drew Bay, 17 carries, 89 yards. Kona Crowell, 2 for 52 and a score. Crimson has won out of region. Thunder go back to work, and nice little pickup of 4.
We got 4th down here and probably kicking a field goal.
Yep, here comes the field goal unit. They got just inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, and they'll have to bring on the special teams unit.
So we got the end of the quarter to those flip sides.
Yeah, we'll step aside.
Missed opportunity, I think, for Desert Hills. I think you got to score a touchdown there. You know, I'm surprised they didn't run more to the field side, but
quick timeout. We'll come back into the first quarter. 14-10. Thunder have the lead on the fly.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
So we start the quarter with a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 36-yarder. And Shaden Scott, the kicker for the Thunder. Snap and hold her down. Kick is blocked. Dixie blocks the punt, so they don't get the touchdown. And they can't get the 3, so the Desert Hills lead will stay at 14-10. Dixie's defense coming up big.
Yeah, they had a little leakage on the extra point last time. I wonder if they came through that same gap.
And snap, Holmes got it down.
Same one, it was the same gap.
Blocked by Cole Stewart of the Flyers. And boy, oh boy, add that to the list of big plays already in this game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's huge. This game's going to be determined by probably less than 6 points. So that's going to come up big here late.
Set the cow and the Flyers.
You got empty formation here. See Seth kind of run a little quarterback power read, maybe off a fly sweep or something quick. Yep, and a draw. And
it doesn't go anywhere as Robbie Tangren meets him in the backfield for that big-time tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of give that play away a little bit just because of the formation and what they're able to do with Takao. And right there was no, Tangren knew right away where he was headed.
Yeah, fought off that block by Simmons.
He's another kid that's, like, changed his body. He used to be kind of like, heavier, a lot of that baby fat.
Yep.
I mean, he's like just put together now. He's put some height on him. He's grown into that body, and he's so much quicker and more powerful now than he's ever been.
50 seconds into the second quarter, Flyers down by 4. They'll give it to Jaquil Mitchell. He's got a little room outside, 30, and out of bounds near the 37. And a big play there on second down and 12. He got most of that back.
You cannot get sucked in on the outside. You have to set an edge. Have to set an edge if you're Desert Hill. See the safety come up inside, got upfield way too far, and he just runs right past him.
Yeah, Mortensen was there trying to set the edge. He just overran the edge, didn't he?
Yeah, you can. That's the other thing too, is you can set the edge, but the edge has got to be in front of, and then you got to squeeze. And right there, he just runs straight up the field, thinking he was just going to continue to go outside.
First and 10 Flyers. Fabulous Freddy's first down. Yep. And Takao will keep it.
That should have been a jet sweep, and
the ball came out late, and the Thunder think they have it, and the official agrees. That is the third turnover. We almost had a fourth, but they ruled Tide Morris down, but already a bunch of turnovers. There's Eric Olson that has the football.
Wow.
And Seth the Cow had it come loose. It's just, like you said, kind of looked like maybe a little bit of a...
Well, he got stood up and got ripped out.
Polu ripped it out.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a game.
He's been everywhere.
How about my boy Eric?
Yeah, your Sports Clips.
Eric Olson, killing it. Sports Clip, what is it?
MVP Star Watch.
Star Watch.
Yeah, it's good to be a guy. And we picked Jaquil Mitchell for the other team, the Dixie Fly Boys, and he's had a pretty big impact on this game as well so far.
You can take it through.
And first and 10. Here comes Fui. Fui going to have time. Sets his feet, throws, and it's caught by Turnbow. He turns and runs with it, and he takes it down inside the 25-yard line. And finally driven back. Good concentration there by Austin Turnbow.
Yeah, you probably want to take one more step back. Yeah, this is just both
now
teams.
flags flying.
This is what I don't. Hopefully, this is offsetting because both guys are getting after each other a little bit. You know, it's just competition. I hate when they just call it on one guy. You know, it's always like, oh.
It's always the guy that retaliates usually too, isn't it?
I hate that. It's the last guy. I'm like, no, it's just both guys getting after it a little bit. Let them just be competitive. Nothing happened. Just a little talking, a little hand clapping. No big deal.
Here comes the call. Well, no, they're going to go talk.
I don't know why they're talking to Kevin here, but
maybe where the spot is. I don't know.
Maybe.
Personal foul. And it's going to go against Dixie, and it's going to be offsetting.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what you wanted to see in that situation.
That's fine, yeah, because you don't want to – neither kid deserves the cost their team a penalty there. It's just fighting. They, you know.
Good throw by Fui.
Yeah.
Mitchell
scary.
gambled on the pick, and that let Turnbow get some yak yards.
I mean, you got these kids, like, they're competitive as all get out, so it's okay.
Yeah, 14-10.
They'll probably hug each other after the game.
Fui looking into the end zone, going up high, trying to find Olsen, and overshot him. Probably a good miss there. There was triple coverage over there on Olsen.
That was the play they ran in earlier. So instead of running that, give him a two-way go. So, like, if he gets the top of that route, if the safety overplays him to the corner, then he's able to bend that back to the middle of the field.
Replay, great camera shots from our crew tonight.
There's some hitting going on out there, boys.
Yeah, better pay attention. You'll get floored. Here's Fui. Little shovel pass to Morris. This will go down as a pass play. Morris down inside the 15. Puts his shoulder down near the 10-yard line. So we're seeing a little, we saw that fake pitch trap, and now we're seeing a little shovel pass.
Shovel wrinkle, a little counter play.
Running that like the Kansas City does to George Kittle's, Travis Kelce, I'm sorry. Yeah. Kittle's probably runs it too in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's all.
And there was a big hold that worked well.
Yeah, they didn't even pull anyone. They just kind of just zone blocked that.
And first and goal, Morris again in trouble, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Honor Allo coming up big in the backfield for TFL.
They need to just take that play, rip it up, and throw it in the trash. Do not run the toss anymore.
It didn't work there, and it didn't work earlier. But it did earlier. It did set up the other play a little bit.
I get it. You can still set it up other ways.
So now, after the loss, ball back to the 13-yard line. And there's the pressure, and Noah's going to get away, and he's going to get down the sideline, tightrope it back down to about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, he's got to see that, though, because that's on his play side. He should be able to see that and react to it a little bit quicker.
But just a split second in
It
time.
looked like the defender almost stopped when he got to Noah. Watch. He almost kind of like paused, right? And then
tried to strip the ball.
He didn't even go for the tackle.
That was Hollings, Dave Hollings, I think. It looked like he tried to swat the ball out.
That would have been like a 6-yard loss.
Third and goal for the Thunder. They lead 14-10.
Parker Cuff coming again. Oh, no, that's the wrong team.
Fui going to throw. Slant route. Olsen batted away.
See, you know what? I want to see Olsen get in the end zone and turn around and body him up like he's a center in the NBA, because you're not going to be able, you're going to have to interfere with him in order to knock the ball away.
Kale Martinez was the guy that batted away. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good play by him.
B-Rup in the stat sheet.
See how it's late again? It's high.
A little behind him.
Yeah.
If he posts, though, like you said.
Just post him up and throw it right on his outside shoulder, and there's no way the defender gets there.
Scott on for what will be about a 24-yard field goal. So.
And they fixed that They fixed that crease, so they adjusted.
It's up and good, and the Thunder stretch the lead to 17-10 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Region 10 football cruising through the second quarter, 9:06 left, and we come back in the first half.
Artemisia is all the sagebrush, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Friday Night Lights, Region 10 style. Good one here. 17-10, Thunder have the lead. Here comes the kick return by Mitchell. Mitchell going to go outside, now turn back down the sideline, weaving his way out across the 35. Flag flies. That was a slow developing return, but a productive one for Jaquio Mitchell.
Yeah, you got Shea Anderson's kind of hobbling around a little bit for Dixie. And he's got a lot more game to play, so hopefully he can stay in it.
Hold on the Flyers, so they'll back them up a little bit and wipe away pretty good field position. We've already seen some big fireworks, the big play. I mean, that right off the bat, it was Eric Olson, an 80-yard touchdown pass from Fuyatalolo. And we'll see if we can see where the hold was. Was that on Anderson?
I think so.
Put his hands up like he didn't do it, but that'll back him up to the 20. So the Flyers will start this drive trying to tie this game up with a touchdown. It's Cowboy night at Desert Hills. Looks like Camo night for the Flyers. And the screen pass is incomplete to Christian. Good pressure there by Dawson Bundy, and I think Takao had to throw it before he wanted to.
Yeah, just kind of got him out of rhythm a little bit. The running back's going to probably turn his head a little bit sooner.
Yeah, they
just didn't look
even
right.
Try to hold. Don't you normally on that screen want to at least give him a little shot?
Yeah, you want to chip him if you can. Sometimes if you don't, if you release early and you don't get a chip, then you probably want to look. You want to turn your head with it because you know the guy had a free release to the quarterback, so you know the ball's got to come out a little bit quicker. So that's just him adjusting that play. He didn't do so, and so rush throw.
17-10, Thunder up by 7 out of the gun. Takao will keep it.
Yeah, they're doing a better job of just stringing it out now, not getting upfield.
He ran that one right up the middle for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Flyboys.
Yeah, if you see here in the replay, see how they kind of string it out. They're not getting upfield, creating all these creases, and it's just piles now.
3rd down conversions, I thought, maybe even 4th down would be big in a game between two good football teams. There you can see the Dixie student body section. They're ready for the deer hunt tonight. Is the bow hunt still going or did it end? End today, didn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
3rd down, Takao surveys the defense. Man in motion. He'll throw. Looking down the middle. Now he'll go outside. Mitchell caught past the sticks. That's a fabulous for his 1st down. Good little route and a good throw right on the hands.
You got 3 defenders there. 3 defenders for Desert Hills standing around one guy.
Jaquio Mitchell did not play the Palm Desert game. Played a half last week against Pineview. And since he's been back, he's been a playmaker for this Flyers offense.
Yeah, the linebackers got to continue to get depth and find. You can't just float backwards in a back pedal. You got to turn your head. You got to find where that offensive player is, and you got to continue to get depth underneath that throw. If he does that, then that ball's going to be high and away.
Takao gives it. Christian cut back, ankle tackle, fought through it, and he'll pick up 3, almost 4.
Yeah, the guard got tripped up there and fell down. That kind of threw off the timing a little bit.
Jeffrey Christian, who was kind of getting some reps, but not as many, but with Takao moving from running back to quarterback with Barbin out, he is starting to get a lot of the reps, and he's a hard runner.
Yeah.
Tough to take down. Kind of built a little bit like Cy Nunley, who also wears 21 for the other side.
Taven did a really good job there, too. Mortensen, number 3, setting that edge soon and try to turn him up early, and that's what you got to do. You got to get him to turn up early.
Takao. Outside hitch route complete. Anderson makes a man that's Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to get some yak yards after that first guy missed, and he'll take it into Thunder territory. First down, Flyers. Jaquil Mitchell looks quick tonight.
Well, he is quick, and especially when the defender's 8
Whoop.
yards off and he's got to come up and make a play.
Wilkins just overran. It didn't break down early enough.
Desert Hill's got to continue to tighten up the defense, tighten down on these offensive players, force Takao to throw it deep down the field.
Takao starting to get that arm going a little bit here. 1st and 10 Dixie from the Thunder 45. They'll run it to Jeffrey Christian, waiting for a block, cuts off it, inside, breaks a tackle, still pumping the feet right near the 35-yard line. Should be enough for another Fabulous Freddy's first down.
Yeah, great run there. Real tough. The defender on the backside had him dead to rights and then just stopped his feet, and he shed the tackle.
Flyers looking for the Team D touchdown. If they can get one on this drive, they can tie this game up. Hard-nosed run there. Here comes Takao in the offense.
Got about 6:30 to play in the half. Dixie in no hurry here.
Takao gives it to Christian. Christian gets outside. Nobody there. I think they thought Takao kept it, Coach.
Yeah, well, again, this is what happened to Pineview last week is they didn't set an edge. And so they're letting these guys run freely. You got a couple old linemen down over here for Dixie just barely rolling up.
I wonder if they got tangled up with each other. It was 55 Alex Aldridge.
Yeah, Desert Hill's doing a good job on that backside, just creating a pile.
1st and 10 Flyers, though, and a fresh set of downs for Coach Munkers. Do you like the play calling from Dixie so far?
I do. Especially with, the limitations and what Takao can with the passing game, I really do like it. This is up their alley. This is what they do well. You got to stick with your bread and butter.
5:50 left in quarter number 2. Takao's going to call his own number, and there is nowhere to go. He is met right in the heart of the Thunder defense.
Yeah, and you're going to get a few of those from time to time as well. But you can tell who Desert Hills is keying on, right? So that's why they've been having so much more success handing that ball off and not keeping it.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, there's A-gap. That's how you stop that right there, is that A-gap pressure.
Good job there by 24 Christian Boley. He had his feet up in the air, but he let go. Smart. You don't want to get a penalty. Throw him down. 2nd down and 11. Loss of 1 on that run by Takao. Takao going back to work. Looking to throw. Has some time. Clean pocket up high. Here comes Mitchell, and he got another one. Touchdown, Jaquil Mitchell. Are you kidding me? This kid got sticky hands, and he's just finding the football. And I think the PI will just be wiped away here, assuming it's defensive pass interference. I didn't see anything live there that would be offensive pass interference.
Who was it was it Mortensen out there?
I need to get my binoculars out.
I know, it's tough to see those numbers from.
I think it might have been Trey Levitt on that far sideline. I couldn't tell.
I thought I saw Morty come over and try to pick him up.
Well, they had Meredith, and they might have moved somebody to corner, but it is PI. I think they called it on Thine Lee, number 6. And Mortensen's sitting underneath. And Morty's down there. It's number 6. And really, he didn't even touch him. He face guarded him, though, Coach. There wasn't a lot of contact, just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Simply Wisdom T extra point is up and good. We are knotted 17-17 on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. We'll be right back on CEC TV at 97.7 ESPN.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
I called the Rebbers the Mooglers, when of course I know that
Back live, Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie hanging out. Region 10 football knotted up, haven't settled anything. Still 4:58 left to go in the second quarter. And Desert Hills will take back over after another great play by Jaquil Mitchell. And, you know, they lure you to sleep with the run, the RPO, the fly sweep, and then Takao was a good ball. That was a really good ball. He put it on Mitchell's hands behind the defense.
Yeah, just all he's doing is giving him a chance. That's all you got to do. And Mitchell's making the plays. And Desert Hills has not adjusted to that. They have not been able to find a guy that can mark up.
Were they deep thirds there and they passed him off and the corner just didn't stay deep enough?
Yeah, well, they
were
playing tighter. They were playing tighter. I don't think they play a cover 3. It looked like a cover 1. They moved the safeties down, but I mean, I could be wrong. But the corners were back. I mean, they had some distance there, between like 6 to 8 yards. He just got beat over the top. Again, if you don't get hands and redirect a wide receiver that's as athletic as that kid, then you're going to be in trouble.
1st and 10 run, Tide Morris, maybe a yard, and that was it. Good job again outside, making that tackle. Number 35 for the Flyers, Bodie Ray. Ray comes up, wants to fill in the hole. Morris sees him, tries to go wide, and he still tracks him down from the backside.
Yeah, that wide run is just tough tonight, just because of where they're at.
Bodie's had a dislocated elbow, too. He's got a big sleeve on there. Now they run it right up the middle. Big hit. Morris will pound out across the 25 to the 26, and it'll be 3rd and 4. So a couple runs, and now you're 3rd and manageable. 3rd and medium here. Bodie Ray again on the stop going low on Morris, and you do need to tackle Tide Morris low. Fui out of the gun. Looking to convert on 3rd down, and it's incomplete. Trying to get his receiver to sit in between the defenders and couldn't find his man, Broden Cox. And the Thunder, maybe the momentum swinging Dixie's way. They're going to have to punt the football quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it's that 1st down play. Kind of puts them behind the sticks. It makes it 2nd and long, and they need to be in 2nd and medium. And that toss sweep outside, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the defense to run the side to side, but they're going to have to do it in a different way than running that little toss out there.
Ideal home paint game of the week. Flyers, Thunder all tied up. Cyrus Polu on to punt. As always, looking for our Ernie's 2 player of the game. Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations for Southern Utah locations. St. George to Beaver. Kick is away. Fair caught. Probably had time to return that, but he'll take the fair catch at the 30-yard line and set the cow in this offense back out on the field. Halftime coming up. We'll get you the InfoWest report. We'll have stats brought to you by Wilkinson's. All the scores. We do know the one final, Coach. Crimson has beaten a bigger school, but only 1 win. Cypress lost, I think it was 27-13 to Snow Canyon week 1. And so on a bye week, probably good for Gunnar Orr to get some more reps at quarterback for that team.
Yeah, you know, you're going to work on some things that you need to work on. You're going to play probably a little bigger physical type team. Probably not as disciplined as a lot of the teams in Region 10, but good team other than that.
And here is the Flyers going back to work. It's set to Cow on the ground. And he got it. Fabulous Freddy's 1st down, pickup of 13, maybe 14.
Coach Monkers put all his plays on an index card. I think it's a 4x6 index card. It is not a long list.
But it's working.
But what he's doing is just he keeps them off balance, and he's keeping the ball in the hands of his athletes, and he's doing a good job of it.
31 years coaching. If you're just tuning in, Coach Rick Barry and Coach Monkers were together not once but 2 stints at Dixie High, and now coaching against each other. There's a run and a hard-nosed run, but that one, Cy Nunley finally found Barbin and brought him down.
Yeah, I never got a chance to work with Coach Barry, but I worked with Coach Monkers his 1st year in the region, years and years and years ago.
2008? Was it about then?
I think it was. 2008.
It was Mike Sharp's junior year, I believe.
I had coached Mike through Little League football. I knew the Sharp family and the Reber family, Dallin Reber,
yes,
those guys. So it was a fun time. It was good. The coach with Coach Monkers, he definitely knows his stuff.
Jeffrey Christian will get the handoff and he'll get the 1st down. Takao carried out the RPO fake, but it was Christian with the ball, and once he got running north-south, that'll move the chains. You know, you start looking at alumni of Desert Hills and Dixie, and we can spend half the quarter talking about all the big names that have come through these two programs.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course, Dixie's list can be longer because they've been around a lot longer.
200 and something years now, right? So.
No, not that long, but.
Yeah. Dixie?
200?
They were established in 1911.
Okay, so 110
They had their
years?
200th anniversary a couple years ago.
100th. You're saying.
Or 100?
You have
no,
100.
200. I don't know. I'm not a math major.
No, I'm not either. Jaquil Mitchell will grab that.
100 anniversary.
I thought they started in the early 1900s. I don't remember the exact year.
1911 is
1911.
when Dixie, here, I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
So 110 years.
Yeah, okay, so, and Desert Hill's been open since 08.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Panay Sewell is one of only two former region players in the NFL, the other being Cedar High's John Ursua. Those are the only two alumni.
Well, you had Mike Sharp got a cup of coffee in the league.
Yep.
You had
Mike Needham.
Mike Needham had a
Vikings.
with the Vikings.
Yep.
So we had some, guys.
Of course, Doug Jolly, the biggest
Jolly.
name from Dixie High to play in the league, and a pass almost caught, then almost intercepted, and then it falls to the ground incomplete. Just under 2 minutes to go.
No, this is a
in the first half.
Talent-rich area. I mean, you're not going to have, 8 or 9 kids go to Power 5 schools a year, but you're going to get one, once every decade or so. But we've had some really good players in this league.
Of course, you know better than anybody. Panay, Gabe, Nephi, Noah. You coached them all. Yeah. Noah's with Oregon. Panay's with the Lions.
Yeah, I coached Needham. Needham was one of the better athletes. Ty Rutledge.
Nephi's with the Utes. Yeah.
Nephi's killing it right now.
And Takao going to be able to break a would-be tackle, but then he's swarmed and he's going to lose yardage. On third and a long 3, he lost 2.
Yeah, well, you're going to take that. If you're Coach Monkers, he's just trying to make a play. So it looked like a little timing mistake there. Yep. See that?
He bobbled the ball. He had Barbin and Christian crossing there, and Takao ended up having to just try to get back what he could.
Yeah, the back was too early on the cross.
17-17 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. They will win for you, period. If you've been injured in an accident, they'll fight to win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com.
I had a text sent up to the booth that said that Joseph Smith and Brigham Young went to Dixie High, and I don't think they're that old. I don't think Dixie's been around that long.
Well, you know.
Plus, I heard that Brigham Young was a little suspect. He didn't have a strong arm, so.
Did the BYU win last week against the Utes surprise you? Finally getting the monkey off their back?
I don't think it didn't surprise me at all. You can almost tell. BYU at home, it just felt like that vibe, like it was their year, their time to win that.
Well, and it had to be fun for Flyers to watch their alumni, Hobbs, Nyberg, and Peyton Wilgar.
They played great, yeah. They're doing an awesome job. Awesome job.
Talk about more alumni. There's a couple more big names for you that are currently playing college football.
Hobbs was the only Nyberg that I didn't coach. I coached all the other ones, but I didn't coach him.
Chunner and Jesse, Hannah. 4th down in Desert Hills, Polu jumped into the neutral zone. And so it won't be enough for a first down, but it will be a 5-yard walk-off. And now maybe instead of punting it, you put the offense back out there? Takao was going to maybe quick kick it anyway.
Yeah.
And now he's going to come over to the sideline.
I'd almost go for this. Desert Hills has only stopped Dixie in the run game behind the line of scrimmage maybe 3 times. I would run their fly sweep and put it into Tacao's hands or give it.
They're huddling up here. We'll see what Coach Monkers decides to do.
This is going to be it. It'll be a fly sweep.
The student body section needs to make some noise.
It's coming this way.
Here comes blitz. Nunley comes up the middle. He blows it up. Side Nunley shot the gap, and boom, you called it.
I could not believe they didn't put a runner in motion there. That was weird.
Takao drilled for a loss. How about that play by Nunley?
Great play. I mean, that kid watches a ton of film. I know that. And you've probably seen something that recognized something he's seen before and put himself in a great position there. Looked like they were going to blitz him anyway, but put him in the right gap.
So now you got 1:37 to go in the first half. Desert Hills and Dixie tied at 17. Fui looking to throw. Has it, and it's Olsen with great hands. Pick up at 11, maybe 12. Yeah, give him 12 and a fabulous Freddy's first down.
Yeah, that was a good play there. Fui's got to. I'd like to see him move, transition his weight forward. He throws a lot off his heels.
He is big.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want. I mean, just really kind of straight up. He's got to kind of push a little bit more.
Now he's in trouble. Looking to throw. He's gonna have to tuck and run, and he gets hit from the backside, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just continue to protect that football.
And I think timeout taken by the. No, maybe they didn't take a time. Well, yeah, they did. The clock stopped. 1:12 left. Timeouts brought to you all season long by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We'll keep it right here. Blitz came. Noah recognized it. You know, you could tell he wanted to go down the field there.
Yeah.
And that route just was taking more time, and that late blitz, that was a well-disguised late blitz.
Yeah, I'd like to see, you know, you're going to send those deep guys down there deep. I'd like to see something come across the field at about the midway point, about 15, 20 yards over the middle of the field. That's where Pineview kind of scorched Dixie for the first half, is kind of between the seams, middle of the field, about 15 to 20 yards down the field.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Won't be a sack. He did get maybe just a little bit of yardage there.
You got plenty of time here. You got
Yeah.
you know, minute 12.
Still got a timeout or two.
Yeah. You can play the sideline a little bit. Dixie gives you the sideline. They look like they're in a cover 2 look where they're kind of squeezing you, but they let you run right by.
And in fact, that was the first charge timeout. So 2 left for Coach Barry and the Thunder. Fui gonna throw. Here comes the blitz. He's in trouble, and he goes down. Backside blitz, and Collins got him. Right tackle there, or Tyden Morris just tried to get a chip, but not enough.
Tyden just kind of, he didn't move his feet, and he kind of just gave up on the play almost, like he was beat already. He's got to fight. He's got to strain and fight and get himself a block there. That's a big-time miss.
3rd and 12. Clock's going to tick down. Maybe not trying to go too fast here. You don't want to have to punt the football and give Jaquil Mitchell a chance to touch it. They'll run that inside trap again. Morris will break a tackle. He'll get it down to the 45 of Dixie. They're still fighting out of bounds. And everybody kind of unpiles, and cooler heads prevail there on the near sideline.
He almost landed on the buggy.
Yeah, of course, the buggy you're referring to, for those that don't know, Coach Eggleston got hurt at work, had to have surgery, and he's got like one of those jazzies, those mobile wheelchairs.
Yeah, well, the last thing you need when you got a broken hip, right, is some kid falling on you.
That'll do it. Thunder content to go into the half tied. And what a first half. Coach, your thoughts on a first half? We haven't settled anything.
No, this is, you know, a lot of kids that are showing up and making plays that haven't made plays in the last few weeks. And you're going to have to start seeing some of these big-time stars from both teams kind of step up here in the second half, take over.
60-second timeout. When we come back, InfoWest halftime report, stats, reaction, and more on 97.7 and CEC TV. 17-17 tie between the Flyers and the Thunder on ESPN Radio. Don't touch that dial.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Calendris. You'll be on the SWAT team, the best SWAT team. Did a fantastic situation. I was going to talk to you last time.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie, InfoWest halftime show. And we've Reached intermission. Tempest Line going to perform. We're going to get to some highlights in just a minute, but first let's bring in the third member of our team, Jacob Zimmerman. Jacob, your thoughts on that first half? A good one brewing, and maybe another instant classic in Region 10 football.
This has been a great game so far, Dev. Been super excited. So far, this one has lived up to the hype. I knew it was going to be the game of the week, knew it was going to be a close one. Both offenses are moving the ball, looking great out there. How about Jakeo Mitchell? He's been the star of this one. 2 amazing touchdown grabs, and not to mention a 40-yarder contested on the first drive on their offense. But this one really got going with Noah Fuilatolo finding Eric Olson on that first drive on offense. Really broke things up, and they haven't looked back since.
Some of the stats, 22 rushes, 103 yards for the Flyers. Felt like it was almost more than that in that first half. Dixie actually getting it going, but 15 rushes for 41 yards. So Desert Hills has not been able to quite match the rushing numbers there. Wilkinson's bringing you our stats at the half. Fui goes 6 of 13, and Takao goes 8 out of 12, 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Takao really efficient there throwing the ball. Dixie 6.9 yards per play, 7 per play for the Thunder. You look at total yardage, 257 for Dixie, 203 for Desert Hills, because Fui does have 152 yards, but a lot of it came on that first big pass to Eric Olson, as we'll see as we check the highlights here from the first half.
Both quarterbacks getting a lot of the chunks of the yards from big plays.
Right here it is. Early on, Fui letting it fly. Great ball there from Fui.
Great ball, puts it in the open spot, lets the wide receiver run underneath it.
Yeah, Olson 2 catches, 88 yards. They want to keep targeting him in the second half.
This one right here, the defender's in a perfect spot. He just doesn't come back and high point the ball, and Mitchell does.
Yeah, watch this catch by Jakeo Mitchell.
Strong hands, athletic. He just takes it right away from the defender.
Yeah.
Again, the defender's got to step in front of him, take him away.
More of Olson.
They missed that earlier in the game. They came back to it, settled down in that hole, put it on his frame instead of leading him up the field.
Sorry, that was Cox. That was not Olson on that catch. Nice catch
Here's
for Cox.
the trap off that little toss sweep they were running for Desert Hills, which was a great play call down there, especially down on the goal line.
5-yard touchdown for Todd Morris, but then the blocked kick after there was a couple of turnovers exchanged.
Yeah, there was a bunch of fumbles there for a while.
Takao had it ripped away. Thunder recovered it. There's one of the turnovers. Watch this throw by Takao, his second touchdown pass. Jakeo Mitchell again.
Yeah, the corner lost on the play. But again, giving his player best opportunity to make a play.
Takao in a little bit of trouble and taken down in the backfield there. 17-17 at the half. A couple other Wilkinson stats for you. Again, Noah 6 of 13, 162, 1 touch. Olson 2 catches, 88 yards, the touchdown. Tide Morris 2 catches, 23 yards, had the 5-yard rushing touchdown. Broden Cox, that 1 catch, you saw it on our highlight package for 26 yards. And Tide Morris on the ground, 11 carries, 36 yards. Noah 3 carries for 7 yards. How about Cy Nunley's first half, leading the way with 7 tackles and including a sack?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that Cy's ready to play. Both teams came here and knew it was going to be a battle, and have put on the show tonight. We just, hopefully the second half's a little bit cleaner than the first with penalties and turnovers. Yeah, I mean, both teams ready to play.
A couple other supplemental stats brought to you by Wilkinson's, lights, fans, home decor, and so much more at Wilkinson's. Third down, Desert Hills only 1 for 6. Dixie 2 for 3 on third down. They're staying in front of the chains. Desert Hills hasn't consistently. Fourth down, D Hills 0 for 1. Dixie 1 for 2. Those money downs advantage Dixie so far.
But the money downs are all based off of what they've done on first down. And if you go back to what I've seen, Desert Hills trying to run wide on first down. They're getting caught with either a 1-yard loss or a 1-yard gain or whatever it is. So now they're second down and long. You got to get in second and manageable position to give yourself a third and short. And Dixie's done a better job of getting themselves in a manageable third down because of what they're doing on first down.
We'll take a timeout, 2-minute break. When we come back, Jacob Zimmerman will rejoin us, and we'll get scores from around the rest of the region. At the half, Flyers, Thunder tied at 17 on ESPN and CEC TV.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Shopping sprees, sip my ties and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not as they seem.
Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating, funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife.
Lives of great men all remind us that our lives can be sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate. Still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait.
Welcome back at the half, 17-17. Dixie and Desert Hills, our ideal home and paint game of the week. Inside our InfoWest halftime report, InfoWest lightning fast, high-speed internet. Heck, they brought internet to Southern Utah. They truly are the internet people. Learn more, all their offers for new customers at InfoWest.com. You had Tempest Line perform. We had your highlights. And now we got some future cheerleaders out there with the Desert Hills cheerleaders learning some routines. This is the itty bitties out here right now. They're probably better than I would be at these routines. As we bring back in Jacob Zimmerman, third member of our team. He's been working hard on keeping up to date with all the scores. We know the one final score, Jacob, was 20-6, and that was a nice win out of region for Crimson Cliffs as the Mustangs found a win over Cypress earlier tonight.
Yeah, Crimson Cliffs, we knew going into this one, they have one of the best defenses in all of Region 10. Me and Martin were talking in the tailgate show about their defense.
And they only give up 6 tonight.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Other scores?
Snow Canyon, Hurricane, this one just at halftime, 28-7. Hurricane finding themselves down in quite the depths.
But they won't quit.
Down 3 touchdowns.
That's the one thing, though, and they were big underdogs in that game, and they're going to be underdogs in the rest of the game. I talked with Coach Aspie on the show earlier today, but he said he loves to fight, and his kids, they're down. Nephi Iola is out. Williams has been nicked up a little bit, but R.J. Wright and Carter Ashby have connected 8 times for touchdowns this year. Carter Ashby and Hunter Johnson are playing head-to-head, and going into tonight, they were tied for second in 4A in touchdown passes. This is a game in which Hurricane will not stop fighting, but certainly a big hill to climb at the break, Coach.
Yeah, no, I mean, Hurricanes is a little bit outmatched with personnel-wise. It's not that they're not playing hard. They're playing hard, but what they have on the field opposed to what the other team has on the field tonight, it's going to be an uphill battle. They got to be perfect. And I don't know. You never know. But I like what Coach Ashby's doing over there at Hurricane. And I'm not just saying that. I see how much time and effort he's putting in to try to change the culture over there, and he's doing a really good job. And Snow Canyon, obviously has been in the top 3 in the region for quite a long time now, and they're just or top 4, and they're just trying to battle and stay in this thing.
The other game, Pineview at Cedar tonight. Jacob, what do we know on that game?
So far, 27-10 is the score we have from the Pineview game.
And no surprise, even shorthanded, Cedar seems down a little bit this year. Caden Lunt, their sophomore, that turned the reins over to him offensively. And no Dominic McKenzie, hurt the collarbone. He's going to be out 4 to 6 from what I understand, but still plenty of talent as they try to get back on track. You knew they'd be hungry after losing to Dixie last week.
Yeah, but I still think they're a little shell-shocked at what's going on, right? They lost, some pretty good players on the team, and they're trying to, it's hard to fill those shoes, right? And so,
you can't fill the speed of Dominic McKenzie.
No, and again, and I don't even, is his brother playing? Is Marcus playing?
I don't know that. I had not heard all week. I know they precautionarily wanted to give that hamstring a little rest in the second half last week. And the only guy you can replace that speed with is his twin brother.
His twin brother, but at the same time, Marcus is an incredible defender, and so you're taking that off the field as well. And so they've become a little bit more one-dimensional. They put a lot more pressure on, their quarterback play, and then also with Moten on the outside has now become basically their number one guy.
So at the half, Dixie, Desert Hills 17-17 tied. Snow Canyon leading 28-7, and Pineview leading 27-10 up in Cedar City. Crimson already winning today 20-6. We'll take another timeout, come back. We'll talk second half adjustments when we return after this 2-minute break.
There is a place where the sun doesn't hide in the winter, where the greens stay green and the crimson canyons still glow. There is a place where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where we drive for show, putt for dough, and settle the score with another round. There is a place.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Yeah, Sam, Elmo. Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt, and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Stretch is over. Gearing up for the second half. They actually have put a couple minutes on, so we'll extend the InfoWest halftime report a little bit longer here. 17-17, excuse me. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie with you here from Desert Hills High School. Coach, let's go inside the locker room of Dixie High. The run game balanced out pretty good, pretty equal. Running past in that first half, they had 257 total yards of offense. But what adjustments do you see them making in half number 2?
Well, for Dixie, it's don't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they don't turn the ball over, they're probably up in this game right now because Desert Hills has only stopped them maybe twice. And so for them, it's just continue to run the ball like you're running the ball until Desert Hills can stop you. And then, like you said, every now and then you throw it up for a big play, and, you know, if you're Dixie, you don't change anything except for take care of the football.
Yeah, Jaquil Mitchell, 2 of his catches went for scores. One was 30 yards, the other one was 40 yards. He was exceptional, and we picked him as our Sport Clip Star Watch player tonight. We picked Eric Olson for the Thunder, and boy, he started out with the bang with that 80-yarder, but they only got one more catch for 8 yards after that big play.
He's also got a sack. I think he even had a fumble recovery, right? So, like, he's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing his game. But if you're Desert Hills at halftime, you're trying to figure out, okay, how do we slow down the jet sweep, power read with Takao and company? We got to keep that in front of us. And, hey, when he's throwing the ball, we got to take his first look away because then we got to try to get there. And in the first half, they didn't do that. Takao had plenty of time to throw the football.
Offensively, what do you see Desert Hills trying to do differently? They had some big plays, but then they had a couple 3-and-outs where they couldn't get anything going traction-wise.
It reminds me a lot of how they played Crimson in the first half. Like, they try to run outside all night early in that first half against Crimson. Again, they're in a 3-4, and for people at home, they got 2 hanging backers on the outside, so you got to try to block those guys. Well, those guys are force defenders, so it's hard to run outside those guys. You got to run up underneath those guys. So I'd like to see them run the ball more off tackle, inside the tackles, and then also shorter passes. They're giving them a lot of short, intermediate passes between the hash marks and the numbers. Just take what the defense gives you, be very patient, and then take your shots when you can.
Yeah, Tide Morris did have 2 catches for 26 yards, but had 11 rushes only for 36 yards. So we'll see if they can get him going. It will be Dixie football to start half number 2. And that means Jaquil Mitchell will try to get his hands on the ball again. One guy that really didn't get involved in the offense was Austin Turnbow. Was only targeted twice and didn't have a catch in the first half. They got to try to find him some looks.
Well, he had the one catch on that sideline, didn't he? Where the defender got there late and he kind of scrambled and got a few yards.
He did. He had one catch. You're right.
He had one catch. So.
But we're used to seeing him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got 7 receiving touchdowns this year.
Sometimes you got to be creative and you got to move your guys around. Putting them in motion, having them come across the middle, mesh. Lots of mesh type stuff, and we'll see what happens here in the second half, though, but it's going to be good.
Second half kick is returnable. Here comes Mitchell, and Mitchell to the 20, 25, 30, has a big crease, and the kicker got him. No, it wasn't the kicker. It was Thane Lee over there on that far sideline that made the stop.
And that was a great job by him. He just kept outside leverage. And once Mitchell decided he was going to try to bounce out, he could tackle him. But why are you kicking to him?
That was Riley Fackrell, actually, with the stop. My mistake.
Fackrell. Yeah, well, why are you kicking to this kid?
I don't know.
Keep it away from him.
Yeah, you got to try. You got to try. Look, I mean, your kicker is a defensive end, and he's been really good, but he hasn't been able to kick the touchback consistently.
Everything's been kind of low and line drivey. He needs to get it up in the air.
Quick pass, hitch route, caught outside by, guess who, Jaquil Mitchell, and he's going to get a little help getting up, a little sportsmanship, like to see that, but a nice pickup of about 9 yards.
Yeah, they're going to have to start to give a different look. Coach Barry is going to have to stem these guys or give a different look. If you're just going to sit in the same thing all night, they're just going to pick you apart.
Trey Levitt back in on that corner. Izzy Meredith back in, got a little brace on that left knee, though. Here's a handoff up the middle to Christian. Jeffrey Christian going to get the first down. Not much more than that. Driven back. Ball comes out. I don't know if the officials signaled yet whose ball it is. Desert Hills wants it. I didn't see that ball come out. I thought maybe forward progress was stopped. No, it's Thunder football. We'll have to take a look at that one again, Coach. I didn't see that ball come out cleanly. Here we go, Holbrook Asphalt replay. Draw play.
There it is.
Yeah, the ball came out before the knee was down, and he's trying to get back to it.
You know what's strange, though, is I heard a whistle, but I don't know if that whistle came out before Desert Hills jumped on it or not.
So the first big play of the second half made by the Thunder defense, stripping it out. And you said Dixie can't turn the ball over, and they just do on their first possession.
Can't turn it over.
See if the Thunder can capitalize here. Quick toss outside, and there's going to be a nice pancake block, and Tide Morris gets the edge, a first down and more. Thought maybe there was a hold, but no flags on the field.
See, and that's the edge player for Dixie right there, right? So
Truman Allo.
So I don't know if Truman just bit down inside real hard and tossed up field, or he got pulled. We'll see here on the replay, but he's the force guy. Oh, yeah, that's...
Might have been a hold there,
yeah,
a little bit
of a hold.
Yeah, he grabbed on, but official, I thought he started to throw it, but I don't think he saw it clean.
Again, though, Truman has to play that more upfield and not flat.
Inside handoff to Morris, and it's shut down. Nothing there. Big-time stop by number 56 of the Flyers, Cole Stewart.
Yeah, they tried to run that trap again. I think that that's run its, deal there. The
third or fourth time they ran it.
Yeah, I think they've kind of sniffed that one out for Dixie has.
No gain, second down and 10. Well, they obviously thought they maybe saw something on film, but Dixie has adjusted to it.
It worked when it had to.
And here comes Fui looking to throw. Noah's going to tuck and run left in pursuit. He's going to be hit from the backside. He's going to fall forward and maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage, depending on the spot.
Yeah, they're just bringing 2 extra guys off the edge. They got a full line slide that Fui either has to change up his pass protection, or whoever's calling it down there has got to identify that. He's got to give an easy call and change that, because once you see 2 guys coming off the edge, you can't stay in what you're staying. You got a full slide that.
Fui out of the gun, puts a man in motion. That's Olsen. Shovel pass, and it's fumbled.
It's incomplete.
And it's an incomplete pass. Yes, you're right. It was a forward pass.
The White Hat did not blow the whistle.
Yep. I don't think the White Hat saw that it was forward there, but that play was blown up again. Stewart and Honor Allo just blowing that play up.
Yeah.
Maybe time to get Tide Morris a screen here if Dixie's going to maybe blitz.
The safeties are down inside of 10 yards. I don't understand how you don't throw something behind that. Like right here, you got Turnbow man-to-man.
Fui, let's see what he does. Looking to throw. Checks it down outside, and he's got Austin Turnbow one-on-one. And Fui was thinking what you were thinking, Coach.
Yeah, you just got, but here again, it's 4th down.
Yeah, decision time here. Oh, that was 4th down.
Yep.
It was short of the line to gain. I wasn't paying attention there, and that's a turnover on downs. Take a look. How short was it? A couple yards?
He was about 4 yards short of it.
Hey, remember, we're looking for our Ernie's 2 player of the game, Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station. Best chicken strips in the West. Rewards program. Food on the go. Top of the Boulevard, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and Beaver. Ernie's 2. Barbin outside. Jackson Barbin has a crease up the middle, and he's going to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage. He's still fighting for yardage. I think they're going to give him forward momentum enough for the first down. We'll also be selecting our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. And boy, we've got a lot to choose from in that department already, and I don't think we've seen the play of the game yet.
No, I don't think so either, but if it ended today, it'd probably be Mitchell. He's been all over the field making plays.
Great run there by Jackson Barbin, younger brother of Bronson Barbin, who's still in that walking boot. They said 6 to 8. It happened in week 2. Flyers did have an early season bye, which was nice. They're hoping he can come back at some point towards the end of the regular season or the start of the playoffs. RPO, give on the jet sweep or the fly sweep. Barbin this time shut down, nowhere to go.
Very well played there. Who was that, number 8 for Desert Hills?
That's Trey Levitt.
Trey Levitt, yeah.
One guy that's had a quiet night, we haven't called Lincoln Holmes' name much tonight for this Thunder team.
No, he's been definitely quiet. See how Levitt keeps that outside arm free, squeezes it, strings it out. If you can string it out late like that, then your defense can gather and be there for when he turns it up.
17-17 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. We've got 8:15 and ticking left in the third quarter. Clock and time sponsor, Nets on Fire. Check out training options, netsonfire.org, part of the Be More Sports Complex.
That should have been.
Looking to throw. Tikal looking to take a shot. Lets it go. It's a jump ball, and it is. Ike intercepted.
Should be Turnbow, isn't it?
Austin Turnbow with the takeaway. That's his 6th of the season.
What's crazy is that play should never even have happened because number 4, Shea Anderson in the slot, actually jumped early, and then they let it go, and the play continued.
So Turnbow with his 6th takeaway, 6th interception, and that ties him for the lead in the state with 2 other guys pending tonight's results.
Yeah, I mean, Shea's a little bit different player than Mitchell, too.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have the length.
So here come the Thunder back on offense. How about 2 takeaways, a fumble recovery, and now a pick to start the second half? See if the offense can find some rhythm. Fui out of the gun. Give it to Morris again. Morris turning upfield. High jumping over would be tackled, but you can't do that in high school,
can if you leave your feet. You can if they leave their feet. And
if the defender leaves their feet.
Yes, and so the defender was dove out in front, and that's when he jumped over him. You'll see it again. They missed this at the Pineview game a few weeks back at the goal line.
I'm not familiar with the terminology in that rule, so I'm not going to comment.
You cannot hurdle a defensive player when they are on their feet. So once the defender leaves his feet to dive at you or whatever, then you can jump over that man.
They're going to call personal foul, though.
That's what it is. And so it's under the discretion of the officials to say, okay, well, did he leave his feet before he left his or whatever?
We're going to find out. It's that same inside trap. And here is the defender.
Yeah.
He's going down low, and he puts his head down.
That's what it is. So, again, that's a legal
He hadn't launched yet. He was still 2 feet down, but he put his head down and was going down low at the knees. If I'm a running back, I want to jump over a shot to the knee with the crown of the helmet.
But again, if you're going to have this rule in, let's make sure everyone understands what the rule is and that they understand what they're looking at, because in that case, he's diving over someone that has already dove at his legs.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't like that.
If the defender comes up and he breaks down and he's still on his feet and he's upright, you can't hurdle him. In that case, that's a missed call. That's all that is, a missed call.
Yep. So that'll take away a positive play on the ground for Morris, and it'll back Desert Hills up to their own 26. And it will be a 15-yarder, so 1st and 25 for Fuiatalolo. Fui got to throw. Has some time. Outside, Turnbow. There's a nice little route and right on his hands, and got about 13, 14 yards of that penalty back.
Yeah, Dixie's going to do the same thing. They're going to turn and run, and they're going to keep everything in front, and you're going to have that all night.
Mitchell was definitely giving some cushion to Turnbow on the outside. That's one of the marquee matchups within the matchup.
He'll do it again.
2 stars.
You can run the same route again if you wanted to.
Fui, late blitz. It's picked up. Has Olsen underneath. First down into Flyer territory down to the 48. Good check down by Fuiatalolo.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't get his feet turned around right and shoulders square because he had Turnbow up the sideline wide open. But
Olsen was pretty open too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell was kind of in no man's land between Olsen and Turnbow there.
Correct.
That's a good route. Had to make him choose. And it looked like he had trouble choosing and decided to stay in the middle of both of them. Here's Fui again throwing. Steps up in the pocket. Pressure comes. He's sacked. Dixie gets to him. Honor Allo, I think, ends up with that sack. There's a flag on the play. Pocket broke down that time for Desert Hills.
This is going to be an unsportsmanlike or something. He's come way late. Unless he couldn't get it out of his pocket.
This officiating crew has been busy tonight. There's been a lot of penalties in this game.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a personal foul against the Flyers. So,
Desert Hills has had a lot of trouble picking up the outside blitz of Dixie. And they need to change what they're protecting on the offensive line. They need to do what you would do is you would full man slide that and just keep everyone big on big, meaning your big guys against their big guys, and then that back just picks up the backside if anyone comes.
Devin Dixon, Coach Carl Frankie hanging out with you on a Friday night. Tie game here. Thunder 1st and 10 after the penalty. And there's another pass complete. Turnbow fighting for yardage, breaks free, and takes it near the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Red Rock Real Estate, one of our great sponsors. Thunder just outside of the red zone. You know what your home's worth? Go to redrockrealestate.com and find out home rates, all-time highs. Get a free market analysis, redrockrealestate.com. Austin Turnbow, getting into the rhythm with Fui here in this third quarter. Still 6:47 left in quarter number 3. They put Holmes in motion. They run it inside to Morris again, and he's going to lose maybe half a yard. That play has not worked well consistently. They popped it a couple times, but overall, Dixie has defended that little inside handoff trap play. Did they pull anybody on that play? No, they did.
The right guard.
They did. Big Stuart Taufa got a pancake block. He did his job there. Taufa's just a freshman. This kid, great young talent. Over the middle, and it's caught. No, picked, intercepted. I thought he was going to bring it to the body. He kept bobbling it, and the Dixie DB, who was that came over there and took it away? It was number 3, Gage Dempsey.
Wow, just like fell right in his lap.
Dun-dun-dun. What great. I thought Olsen was going to make a heck of a catch. Instead, Dempsey staying with it, eyes on the football, and 1, 2, 3, and then.
But again,
6 makes that play, Kale Martinez, because he knocked the hands, and that's when it popped up high.
Yeah, again, though, Noah's got to put that on him and not lead him up the field.
Right. So already a 3rd turnover here in the 3rd quarter. 2 by Dixie, now 1 by Desert Hills, and we are still tied at 17. Short run, and maybe got a half a yard loss there. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Got him for another TFL. Thunder have stayed in that Coach Barry liked that 4-3.
Oh no, he ain't gonna move.
Nope, not gonna switch that up. Man in motion is Kesterson. Kesterson now go to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll put another man in motion. It's Barbin, and now maybe 2 players moving at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Flyers. Coming up tomorrow on 97.7 ESPN, Dixie State football on the road taking on UC Davis, number 12 team in the country, another ranked opponent. Losing last week to Weber State. They're looking for their first win. Lost week 1 to Sac State. And schedule is tough. There's a little pressure, and they set up the screen and complete it. Nice little cutback, and that's going to be out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Big play, and a first down for the Flyers. I think Mason Kesterson was the guy that reeled it in, and then now the Thunder think they got another fumble. No signal from anybody wearing officials' uniform, so it will stay with the Flyers. Couldn't tell at the end of that run if it came free in time or not. We'll take a look on the replay here. Time to throw on the run there. Good little throw right on the hands. Well-designed play. Does the ball come out? Nunley's ripping it free. Nunley took the ball away. But I don't think the officials could see that as they were going to the ground in their defense. But Nunley took that ball away, didn't he, Coach?
Yeah, well, when the defender stands up with the ball, obviously the other guy don't have it.
Wow. And RPO to Cal, going to keep it. And now that ball comes out, but that's down. He's down.
Yeah, he was down.
Yeah, I mean, we have the privilege of replay in the booth. And obviously no instant replay. But
everyone thinks when I question an official that I'm getting on officials. I'm not getting on them. Their job is very tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy, but at the same time, you got a bunch of athletes out here trying to make plays, and, you know, they're playing within the rules, and sometimes, you know, it's all how they see things, how they see plays. So
yeah, and and that was hard to see, I think, live. I think as you were going down to the ground, that one was pretty tough to see.
For sure.
2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain by Seth to Cal. We're still deadlocked at 17. 4:05 on the Nets on Fire clock. RPO give it to Jeffrey Christian. He's going wide. He fumbles the football. And I think Desert Hills kept it in bounds and will take over.
What's that, 5th fumble? 6th?
Yeah, it's crazy. Turnbow.
And the score is still tied.
This turnover's breeding turnovers right now. He's got it in the left hand. It's outside, but Holmes just knocks it free. There's Lincoln Holmes.
There he is.
We see you now, Link. And Lincoln Holmes making that play
for
the Thunder.
You got to take advantage of this if you're Desert Hills. Enough of this, like, conservative play. Just go ahead and attack.
Quick toss, Morris. No, that play's not working tonight. And now it'll be a loss of 1. Morris, tough sledding. There's not much room. You got to give this front 7 and Desert Hills can still trying to run the football a little bit. Truman Allwell, Bodie Ray making a play. Now 2nd down and 11, maybe even 12. Loss of 2. Twins to either side. Fui out of the gun. Man in motion. That's Holmes. Noah looking that way. He's got time. Only a 3-man rush. Looking down the field, and it is caught! Lincoln Holmes all of a sudden making a play on defense and catching a touchdown pass there. It's a 34-yard strike.
Yeah, Dixie defense just lost everybody on that side of the field. Both guys were wide open.
And they only rushed 3, so they had plenty of guys back in the secondary
here. Yeah,
it's
going to be tough to see in this at this angle, but you'll see them all like just lose guys. There's guys everywhere free.
Oh, wide open, broken coverage there. Turbo was behind the defense too. Lincoln Holmes, first catch of the night, goes for a touchdown. Here's the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. And the kick is away by Shaden Scott, and it is good, 24-17. We're a point away from our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. When we come back, Flyers will try to answer. 3:13 left in the third quarter. Thunder up 7.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hey, 24-17. Hang on tight. We got a good one brewing here between the Thunder and the Flyers. And I'll tell you what, as that one's into the end zone for a touchback.
Well,
Dixie's lucky they're only
Mitchell
down.
hurt himself on that play.
He jumped up to try to catch it.
Yeah, and he hurt his knee or something.
Yeah, he's still down in the end zone. Intermountain Sports Medicine team will probably have to race onto the field. I was going to say, Dixie, 3 turnovers.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. I saw him go up to try to catch it because once it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. He wants to return that ball.
Can we get a replay on that?
I don't want to look if it's bad, Coach.
No, I don't think it's bad. It doesn't look bad.
I can't watch Theismann. I can't watch Willis McGahee. I can't watch anybody.
Oh, the Willis McGahee one, I slow motion front and back.
I cannot watch that.
It's amazing what the human body can do, and then you can still come
I had
back
trouble watching Project 11, although I did because I'm a big Alex Smith guy. I'm a big fan of Alex.
We're not going to get a.
I don't know if I want to see it.
It's not, all he did was jump up. Here we go. Watch, all he does is jump up.
I'm not looking.
Coach.
I'm not looking.
Look, nothing.
Nothing?
He actually didn't even jump off that leg.
So
that's
okay.
wild.
All right, I thought maybe
hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah. Could be. That would be best case scenario.
Nobody can see Devin, but he was like, seriously.
I thought, the way you made it sound, he's hurt. I thought maybe something.
No, I wasn't going to.
I don't want to see a dislocated ankle. Then I'm having a good night.
No, this kid's having an incredible night. That's why I wanted to see what happened to him.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Like, I'm hoping it's just a cramp.
Maybe because, yeah, they're rubbing that calf.
Oh, yeah. When
Mike
you get
Tolman.
that toe, when you get the toe going up, I think he just cramped.
Yeah.
See? Thank heavens.
Get him some pickle juice. What'd you drink it? Wagner.
I sweat.
Not Wagner.
I used to sweat so much. It was Wagner.
Oh, Wagner, yeah.
But, in the Northeast in New York in the summer, the humidity was so bad. Like, I think you get used to it, but you just have to drink so much water where it's just like when you pee, it's clear.
Yeah.
And that's when you know you're ready, honestly. And then it's salt tablets and potassium pills the entire game.
Just because you don't want to cramp up and have to come off the field.
Well,
those are painful.
Oh, they're painful. And once they start, you can't get them to stop.
They spaz, yes.
And so, last week we were in Detroit. My wife and I went to go see Panay play his first regular season
He held his
game.
own against Bosa, didn't
92 snaps is what he played for his first game. Was unreal. He was cramped. You could tell he was starting to cramp. He was taking all types of things on the sideline, trying to move around. But, yeah, no, did he hold his own? Yes, he held his own.
Oh, I saw the highlights. I mean, Bosa got past him on one run block that everybody was going crazy about. But on the pass block,
he jumped inside on one. I mean, the guy's top 5 rush end in the league, you know, so it's not – he's going to make some plays.
He graded out Pro Football Focus, had an incredible performance
Yeah.
for his first ever NFL start. The preseason doesn't get you ready for a full game like that against San Francisco.
The most snaps he had in the preseason was 18 in a game.
Right.
So then you go from 18 to 92.
Yep, and good to see Jaquio. He's up and he is walking. Injury timeout brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine. There's Mike Tolman, Intermountain. There's Mike Sharp, one of the wide receiver coach for the Flyers. He's got Jaquio's helmet. Mike was one of the
funnest kids to coach and watch play.
And the way it played out, I had a stint for 4 years when Mike was at SUU. So not only I call his games in high school, I got to see him for 3 of his 4 years in college.
Freakish. I remember Coach Lamb asking me, so how fast is he? He doesn't look fast on film. And I go, I know he doesn't. He doesn't look fast on film, but he is so smooth and fast on faster than you would think.
Oh, yeah. And great career. They've used him at receiver, quarterback a little bit at SUU. Had a great career up there for the T-Birds. And quick screen. It's caught and then hit, but going to be a pickup of 1, maybe 2 on that far sideline. We'll see where the spot is.
Yeah, so this is – if you're going to be successful on defense, if you're Desert Hills, you got to get in these 2nd and longs and 3rd and longs for Dixie.
Holmes staying on that, and that was number 24, I think, made that stop, Christian Boley. And there's the Flyers breaking the huddle. Honor Allo playing both ways, big number 50. We called his name a lot tonight.
It's coming out to the
2nd down, going to throw, and it's outside, and it's incomplete.
You can kind of tell when they want to set up that play. It's weird, but Takao kind of gives it away when he sets back there. He really takes an extra time to look both sides of the field to see which way he's going to go with it, but it's usually to the short side.
And they were throwing it to Jaquio Mitchell's replacement, who's Blake Watson, the junior wide receiver. That was the intended target.
Yeah,
and without Jaquio in, he's been the go-to guy. Who does Takao try to find? We'll find out, because it's a passing situation here.
Oh, yeah. You know, don't be surprised. I'd like to see him get even Takao on the run. Move the pocket a little bit. Give him a 2-way go if he has to. If no one's open, he can tuck it and go.
Takao looking to throw. Looking left, setting up a screen. It is incomplete. Pressure was coming. He had to get rid of it. Christian could not bring it in, and the Flyers are going to have to punt the football on 4th down and 8.
So what you saw, the biggest difference, even with Mitchell off the field for that series, is Desert Hills actually played tighter defense.
The reaction is because I think if he catches that,
he's
going
to get a first down.
He might have got the first down. He had some room in front of him to turn and run. Player coming on the field late. That was Anderson. Now he'll have to go back off. Turnbow standing in his own 40. High snap, but kick is away. He's going to bounce at the 47 and just kind of sit. And Dixie's punter gets a net 32-yard kick is all. That didn't really roll out for him.
No, it kind of spun when it hit the turf.
And so Desert Hills excellent field position here with just 2:17 left in the 3rd quarter on the Nets on Fire clock.
Plenty of game here, plenty of time on the clock. Dixie doesn't have to do anything different. Desert Hills got to stay out of that long 3rd down stuff.
How about this Desert Hills defense? So 3 takeaways and a 3 and out, and they're 4 possessions in the 2nd half.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Fui looking to throw, in trouble. He sacked, got him down low, coming in, making that sack. That was Cade Hansen, and they have gotten after Fui tonight.
It's crazy to me that the tackles, or the guards and tackles, they need to fan out. So the guards got to pick up the DN, and the tackles got to step out and pick up the blitzing backer off the edge. They have not given an out call all night. And so they can't get there the way they're blocking it right now.
Fui looking to throw now. Loss of 4 on the sack. Outside route to Turnbow, and that one incomplete. Jaquio Mitchell is back on the field at cornerback for the Dixie Flyers. He is maybe favoring that leg and kind of stretching that cramp out still a little bit, but that's a good sign that he has returned.
Noah just got drilled in the knee, just barely. And he come up hobbling a little bit.
Kind of got tangled up there on that.
Yeah, rolled up a
little bit. Nothing intentional, though.
They haven't protected him very well here. They got to pick up this blitz.
And they do bring one extra guy. They're trying to set the screen, and it's bottled up. Nothing there, and Noah will just throw it away. No. And the good field position. goes for naught. They're going to have to punt the football.
3rd down and 15. The entire stadium's yelling screen.
Right.
Watch screen. So.
And Allo had a free reign, and Noah was getting depth. He was doing it right.
What he was supposed to do, yep.
But they read it. So here is Cyrus Polu, the Thunder punter, to kick.
Keep it away from the returner. I don't know why you got one returner back there. He's over the ball. Kick it away from him.
And low kick, angled away from Mitchell, and it takes a good bounce, and it's going to go into it stopped at the 1. He just touched it enough.
He barely touched it.
And he got it. Eric Olson, how about that?
That's incredible there. He got a roll on that one.
Well, you called it. Polu angled it away.
Just kick it away.
And Jaquil had a tough decision because it took a high hop as it approached him at about the 10.
Well, he's hoping that goes in the end zone at that point.
Right. Well, the rule of thumb is usually because watch when it takes the high hop, well, he's maybe at the 15, 14 yard line.
If you're not sure, you just leave it.
Yep. It was cooking past him.
Yeah, this is a great job here. Great job. See, in high school and college, as long as the ball stays out of the end zone, it's not a touchback. In the pros, if he's touching that and he's in the end zone, then it comes back out.
I think that would have stood at any level, didn't he?
He touched it before he went in, yeah.
Yep. Here's a quick pass to Cal outside, and it's high and incomplete. Trying to find that quick hitch to Jaquil again.
See, this is what Dixie does not want to get into right here. Go back to what you were doing before. You were having success with the fly sweep stuff. You're getting 4 or 5 a clip. Get back into what you were doing. Don't get into this throwing match here with Desert Hills.
Yeah, first down, and now you're behind the sticks a little bit, though. But you can still run it here, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Give yourself a little room.
I think they need to run it here.
To Cal, design quarterback run, has a little crease up the middle, and now they got about a 7-yard gain out to the 10, maybe even a pickup of 8.
Yeah, no. So you got like 3rd down and 1.
Yeah. That quick hitch is a high percentage pass to Jaquil, but
it is. But those guys haven't been playing a lot together either. It's a lot of timing.
But Coach Munker's a great play caller to go back to the ground there. You got an extra hat by running your quarterback, and now you got 3rd and very manageable. And this is a big play. We're winding down here, 3rd quarter. Desert Hills leading on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, 24-17. 3rd and 1. To Cal has Christian to his right. Jet sweep fake to Barbin. Cal will keep it, and he fumbled it again. Oh, it's a 4th fumble in the second half, and the 5th turnover of the night for the Flyers. I can't believe it.
Okay, well.
It just popped right out. Who stripped that one? Turnbow recovers it.
I don't know, but Coach Nunley told me before the game that all they practiced all week was stripping the football with his linebacker. So
well, it's working.
It's coming out here.
And here is the hit.
There it
is.
And
was it Tangren over there? It was Nunley. It was Cy. It was actually Cy.
Cy's the one that came in.
Well, he's a linebacker, so and his dad is one of the linebackers. He's the linebacker coach, and now quick run.
Well, they have about 5 turnovers from fumbles.
Yeah,
tonight.
4 in the second half.
Yeah.
And then 1 in the first half, plus Turnbow had a pick. That is 6 Dixie turnovers, and yet they're only down 7, Coach.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think Desert Hills has taken true advantage of their field position with the turnover battle.
Well, they got another chance here as they are already in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone when we come back for the start of the 4th quarter. After 3 on the We Win scoreboard, 24-17, Thunder lead the Flyers on ESPN and CEC TV.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Hey, we're back, 4th quarter. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie hanging out here. Our ideal home and paint game of the night. Do we have some score updates on those other games? Check on those Into the third quarter here, start of the fourth. Pineview 34, Cedar 16. That one in the third quarter. I haven't got a Snow Canyon update lately, but we'll check on it for you. As both these teams battling, but the turnovers have bit the Flyers tonight, Coach.
The turnovers.
Fumbles.
Every time Desert Hills gets down here and gets a turnover, like, look, it's second. They just had a illegal motion call, so now you got what should have been second down and 8 is now second down and 13.
41-16 now, Pineview leading over Cedar. I'm still seeing Snow Canyon up 28-7 on Hurricane. Here, one possession game. Fui trying to change that. Outside, hits Turnbow. Turnbow, great job to secure it before he tried to turn and run. Hit came though, Tofi dropped him.
The ball gets there, but it takes a long time to get there. You know what I mean?
Well, he's on the left hash.
Well, I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, so the play design takes a long time.
Lincoln Holmes was behind the defense back on that left side with his hand up, but Noah didn't see him. Still a productive play. I mean, you pick up a couple. 3rd and 7, though, for the Thunder. They don't want to settle for a field goal. The quick slant. Oh, and through the hands of Turnbow, incomplete. That was coming in hot, though.
Yeah, that was coming hot. But it has to be.
Right. And that one will force the Thunder to try to settle for 3 to make it a 2-possession game.
That's got to be caught.
Yeah, Austin normally makes that catch.
Yeah, that one's got to be caught.
Here's Shaden Scott, junior kicker, plays on the Desert Hills soccer team. We're seeing a lot of soccer players come over in the fall and kick for football teams. Snap and hold. The kick is good. Yeah, Shaden Scott. How about that?
Is that what Purdue
35-yarder.
Purdue hit was it Purdue that went out and got the women's soccer player to kick for him?
Oh, it was Vanderbilt.
Oh, Vanderbilt. I knew it was gold,
yes.
Black and gold is what I remembered.
Yep. We'll keep it right here, early fourth quarter. And it gives us a chance to thank some of our great sponsors. Tonight's game brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. And that was another Team D touchdown. Team D won't be beat. Go see the local boys, Jason and Parker, at Team D Auto, 488 East St. George Boulevard. Always getting you a good deal. Or you can check out their inventory, teamdautosales.com. Of course, that was not a touchdown, field goal, but that was a big one to get points. You got to
it at least pushes you to 2 possession.
27-17 now. Polu set to kick off. Anderson and Mitchell back deep for the Flyers. Polu trying to angle it into the corner, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and you like that.
Yeah, it's ugly, but it works. You know what I mean? You just get it in the end zone, no return, play defense.
Well, when you angle it like that, you be careful. It takes a funny bounce.
Yeah.
Then they get it at 35 instead of the 20.
Yeah, but I'd rather have it on a 35 than to the house.
Right, good point. Great game. Tonight's game brought to you by Interior Design Center, Camping World St. George. Our big hits tonight brought to you by Get Floored. They got homes for sale. Call Christian Jensen if you're looking to remodel as well, 773-2667. Had a couple big hits in the first half. And now, here's Takao. Takao taking a shot, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted deep down the field at the Thunder 40 by Izzy Meredith.
Yeah, that's easy pickings there, man. You got inside leverage, balls thrown to the inside. He didn't even have to adjust. All he had to do is just continue and high point that ball, which he did, and made the pick.
So turnover number 7, if I've got it correctly, the Flyers taking a shot here, going down the field.
Yeah,
just overshot him.
No, I think he was trying to get it to the outside receiver. He didn't get it outside wide enough.
Yeah, two guys running streaks.
Yeah, there was one down the hash. They were running verts. He just didn't get it outside. And like I said, I think the buggy got.
Oh, Coach Eggleston, who dealing with the broken bones, had surgery a couple weeks ago. He had his motorized wheelchair breakdown on him. Now he's in a golf cart. There's a run, left side, nothing doing.
Desert Hills should not get into this play to not lose type mentality. They need to continue to attack, push the ball down the field. Don't get deep behind the chains. They're loaded with talent.
No question. Both these teams, playmakers everywhere. Flyers send an extra guy. It's picked up. Fui has time, stands in there, takes a shot down the field and too far in front of Eric Olson. And Tofi, not sure if he was upset. He thought maybe he should have made that pick. He had a big pick to seal the win for Dixie last week against Pineview late in the game.
You know what Desert Hills hasn't done to take advantage of that outside blitz? So that Will Backer blitz that they bring off the outside, they had trips over there. They have not thrown a now screen or a bubble out there yet to counteract that. If they can just call it at the line when they see him come, you know, that's going to be a big game.
See what they draw up here. 3rd down. Thunder with possession after the interception. It's a double pass. Olson gonna throw to Turnbow, and it is caught. Turnbow 10-5 touchdown. Trickeration. The trickeration.
That is not a flag. Why are they calling a flag on that?
There's a flag late. You saw it thrown. I didn't.
He blocked him.
And we'll wait the penalty.
He blocked him straight up.
I didn't see it. I was watching Turnbow jaunt down into the end zone.
Whoever was downfield with him, it might have been Holmes. I wasn't sure. He just turned down and picked up a guy that was nearest to Turnbow.
Legal block in the back on Desert Hills. I got to see that again, Coach. You saw it live. I missed it.
It's not a good call. I'm sorry. But, you know, whatever.
It's a great play. They pitch it. Olson, look at the arm from Olson. I mean, it's a beautiful play. And you're going to see to the left, Holmes.
How is that a bad block?
Ooh,
that's not a bad
It wasn't smart, though. He didn't need to do it. Lincoln Holmes did not need to do that. He was already 2-3 yards in front, and it didn't spring him. That was just a mental mistake there. Why even put yourself in a position where they can throw that flag? That's my point there. And Holmes maybe thought he had a cleaner shot there. Now Fui's going to have to go back to work, finds Turnbow. Turnbow might score anyway. He's fighting for yardage. He's down at the 1, it looked like, unless he stepped out a little earlier. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 4.
That's the thing I love about that kid is he's not the fastest, he's not the most athletic, but I tell you what, he's got a huge heart.
Yeah.
Huge heart.
It was fun for him to play with his brother last year.
Yeah.
Now on a mission. Look at him just fighting, taking Hollins for a ride. And there's a run right up the middle, and I don't think they got it, Coach. Morris couldn't, and that was a penalty too? Yeah, offsides on the Flyers maybe?
Yeah.
Half the distance. Will they replay the down then?
They will.
So it's still first. That far side judge threw the flag. Somebody must have been in the neutral zone or jumped or flinched. Flags, there's been a lot of them tonight.
It should be first, correct?
Yeah, first down. They'll replay the down. And there's the run, and it is touchdown Thunder. Little misdirection action in the backfield, and the Thunder get it in. Tyden Morris ended up with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. That one just a 2-yard run by Tyden Morris, and the Thunder stretch the lead up to 33-17, PAT pending. So they get the touchdown anyway after it was called back momentarily on that long throw to Turnbow. And Morris runs it in. Here's Shaden Scott for the extra point. We got the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert in effect. If you're listening on radio, you're watching on TV, you're heading out and about on your Friday night, head over to Yogurt Land and they bobble the snap. And now they got to run a little fire drill. Holmes going to flip it, climbing the ladder. Olsen, but I don't think he got his foot in bounds. Almost got that completion as Holmes flipped it to Scott.
Yeah, I think you get the craziest plays when it's
Eric Olsen there. He tried. He kind of was aware where he was. He knew.
Yeah, he just got. I think if he was going to throw it, probably throw it sooner, right?
That was on the snap. That was a low snap. He skipped up. I think Holmes realizing, hey, I can't run this in, so.
It was like an alley-oop.
Yep. So it'll be 33-17. We'll keep it right here. What a game. Entertaining, a lot of fun. Flyers need to put a couple of drives together here, or
they need to
they're
just
in trouble.
not turn the ball over.
The turnovers have stacked up against them. 7 Flyer turnovers tonight.
Oh, yeah.
33-17. Checking the Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard for you. Other games tonight. I'm still seeing 28-7. No, Snow Canyon scored. Wade had a touchdown catch, so Snow Canyon's up 35-7. And there's the kickoff, and it's going to be returnable by Anderson. Anderson right up the middle, makes the first man move, and now jump cuts to the outside, but can't get away, and he's taken down right at the 30-yard line.
And that was a clear push in the back in the middle of everything, which wasn't called. So you kind of get one on one end, which is kind of questionable, and then you get one that's like a legit shove in the back, and they don't even call it right in front of the ball carrier. You'll see.
There's
right here. So,
yep.
Again.
Hey, they're human.
Yep.
1st and 10 Flyers. Flyers got to take care of the football here. Can't have any more turnovers, and you really need to score on this drive. Clock now working against you. Here's the pass to Cal, looking over the middle, going behind the defense. Barban jumps up, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Turnbow right at the last second. Maybe underthrown just a little bit.
My thing for Desert Hills, though, is like, why are you getting beat behind? Don't get beat deep at all.
Pretty good play action.
Keep the ball in front. You just got to play back, keep the ball in front. This is what will get Dixie back in the game faster than a couple 5-yard runs by Takao, you know.
Takao had to stand in there. Dawson Bundy was coming right into his face.
That was a great ball.
And maybe couldn't get that out in front. If that's about 2-3 more yards out in front where Barber can continue to go, I think he scores.
Yeah, that's, if you're Desert Hills, you don't want to give up the cheap one like that.
Nope. There's a run up the middle. Jeffrey Christian, flag flies, and it's a 2-yard gain. Boy, this crew's been busy tonight. A lot of penalties in this game tonight. I don't have the penalties in yardage. But that one thrown in the vicinity of a hands to the face or a hold down in the trenches.
Looks like it's on the defense.
Was it hands to the face? I didn't see the signal. I was looking at what stats I had here. We'll check it on the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They saw
it's just
Tangren got his hands up under the face mask there.
Yeah.
He let go, but damage done. So 1st and 10 Flyers out across their own 41 to the 42-yard line. New set of downs. Takao looking to throw. Dumps it over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Kesterson, and Mason Kesterson couldn't bring it in. Junior Kesterson, 6'2", big target. His brother Derek Kesterson's a senior. That ball looked like it slipped out of Takao's hand.
Yeah, come out weird, didn't it?
Yeah. 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, 9:30 to go. Takao has some time. Now he rolls to the right under pressure, and it is knocked away, almost intercepted by Lincoln Holmes.
But again, they didn't get the sack, but they didn't allow him any running lanes either. They just kept everything right there at the line of scrimmage, let him dance around back there, but they didn't let him get out. And that's what you need to do in this situation. Force him to throw the ball.
Takao did have time that time, but finally had to try to make a play. When you're down 33-17, you want to make a play, but that almost was turnover number 8. But it wasn't, so 3rd and 10, Takao out of the gun. Trips to the near sideline. Looking to the single receiver side. He's going to set up the screen to Christian out of the backfield. He's got a little room, but he's brought down shy of the 1st down, but probably 4-down territory. A pickup of 7, maybe 8. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, they'd be probably 2 yards short, and they'll
spot it right at midfield. That screen, they've tried to use it a little bit. Good job by Izzy Meredith fighting off that block and kind of creating a little bit of a pile where help could come. So 4th down, you gotta believe if you're the Flyers, you have any chance, you have to convert here. I mean, 8:43. I know there's still a lot of time. Things can happen, but you need this 2-yard pickup. Takao's gonna run, and he got it, and more. Down to the 40. Still turning. It breaks away. to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, set to Cal. Are you kidding me? You needed the first down. Why not get the Team D touchdown? How about that on the legs of set to Cal? And this game, not over yet.
No, far from over.
Huge play. And the first out there to greet him as he comes off the field was Bronson Barbin. To Cal just willing his way. Just breaking a tackle there, 2 tackles,
well,
spun
see what
off
was
him.
happening there is they're all trying to strip the ball because they've been so successful at it that no one tackled them. Everyone was stripping the ball, not one person tried to tackle him.
And because they were trying to strip up high, the spin move he pulled right away from both of them.
No one had them wrapped up, so unless you get the ball or you don't. So,
but heck of an effort there still.
Yeah, great
by
effort.
Set to Cal.
That kid's going to fight to the end for sure.
Big run by Takao. And the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up, and it is good. Timeout will take it. 33-24. Thunder with the lead, but Dixie still in it when we come back.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Coach Munkers and the Flyers get a huge 50-yard touchdown run by Set to Cal. They didn't decide to go for 2. Still a lot of time left. Coach Munkers not wanting to chase points. And they'll kick off, and it is short and returnable. Here comes Ford. Ford up the middle. Zach Ford into the open. 40, 45, 50. Ford down the sideline. Zach Ford is going to be taken down at the 25-yard line of Dixie. A huge return for the Ferrari. What was that movie, Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah.
The Ford is the Ferrari.
Nobody could see him. He just come right out of that hole and just got shot out like he was shot out of a cannon.
Great vision, though, to jump cut back to the near sideline.
Great run.
Look at David Mortensen off. He's running with him. He's not on the field. He's celebrating. They're the same. They're both juniors.
That's a huge play. All that momentum that Dixie just got on that last play, you kind of like just stalemate that with that run right there.
Now does Ground chuck into the building, and you want to stay aggressive?
Stay aggressive. But you're smart with it.
Fui's going to throw nothing there. He's going to tuck. He's going to run, and he's going to give himself up, and that's going to be a penalty there.
Yeah, that's right in the helmet.
That's a penalty there. Trevin Aldridge. He gave himself up a little late, but Aldridge could have jumped over him, but he did go down and hit him, and that's going to be a penalty easily on Dixie.
I think he led
College
with the
football, you're ejected for that.
Yeah, and I still think that's
too severe.
I think it's way too severe.
I agree.
There's a lot of, here's what people don't understand.
It's hard to control
At full
it.
speed,
yeah.
Sometimes when offensive guys go down or whatever, they try to contort their body, it creates bad angles for the defense, and sometimes you get bad plays.
That was a big shot right to the head and the neck area.
Well,
hopefully Noah is okay, Coach. He's still
He needs to hop up and get up here because, this is be his second concussion of the year if he's down on this.
Yeah, he was in concussion protocol after the Spanish Fort game. Cleared, came back, was able to play against Crimson Cliffs. He's up. Maybe just bell rung a little bit.
This is why I hate the slide when you're a big kid like that too.
You kind of expose it.
You just expose yourself to it, and I've always been against the slide. I could see it out in the open field where there's no one around. And
Russell Wilson is probably the best at it. I don't see
baseball,
Russell Wilson.
He was a baseball guy.
And he's up. He's okay. Looks like.
He's okay, but these trainers will. It's tough because they'll lean on that safe side of things. And
yes.
which they need to.
Yes, absolutely. take a look again, coming right at you.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big shot. That's a big shot. And now the freshman will come in. Bo Wall, a freshman. He's the backup. Saw a little bit of time earlier in the season.
I'm still surprised they don't put Turnbow in.
Hand off to Morris. Morris through, and a flag flies in.
Like they do with Takao, like a little wildcat.
Yeah, I mean, they are confident in this young. He's going to be good. They've got a lot of high hope for him. He's just really young.
Well,
and now it's a hold coming back.
Again,
I think if you saw an injury to Fui linger, that might be an option. Put an athlete like Turnbow at quarterback. He could run kind of like Takao, that wildcat stuff.
I'll be surprised if Noah comes back.
Yeah, that definitely was a shot. And so Bo Wall, the good news is you can run, but now with this holding call, now you're backed up a little bit. Certainly in Shaden Scott's field goal range. Hit a 35, 36-yarder earlier in this game.
They have to stay in field goal range. At least get points out of this, if you're Desert Hills. Dixie needs to continue to just keep.
They'll run Turnbow. There's Austin Turnbow. Yeah. You just called it, and they did put him in a wildcat. They run it ahead. Not much there, though, Coach, just to pick up a couple.
I just like it in my senior playmaker's hands. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's what you did with Noah Sewell when he was a sophomore here. Good tackle there by Cade Hansen.
You still got to dial up the right play, too. So
Trumanalo there to help on the stop for the Flyers. It's a higher scoring game, but these two defenses have battled tonight.
Mm-hmm. And considering we knew that, right? We kind of knew that.
Well, and considering the amount of turnovers in this game, could it be even more high scoring?
Yeah.
That's both these two teams well coached. Handoff again, Morris, nothing. It was back to Bo Wall at quarterback on that snap. And so now it is 3rd and about 17. Now you're up here by 9. So the field goal doesn't do a whole heck of a lot for you. You still have, but it does make it so a touchdown and a field goal doesn't beat
what it does is it takes away the ability of Dixie to get a touchdown, a 2-point, and a field goal.
Yeah.
They'd still be a point less. So.
Well, we kind of talked about it when Dixie scored that last touchdown on that long run by Takao. Should they have went for 2, but there was so much time left. And now we've got another flag. Boy, flags have been flying everywhere tonight.
That's a delay of game on the offense. That doesn't help.
Nope. Back them up 5.
So right now you're looking at almost a 40-yard field goal from that position.
And Noah Fuyatololo is over with the Intermountain Sports Medicine trained team. He's on the cart, just sitting there. He's still got his helmet on. Are they asking him to recite his ABCs right now?
I don't know. I don't know what they do in protocol anymore. It's just weird that he just sat there and they're just asking him questions. And I don't know who this gentleman is, so
and I'm not
if he's
sure.
A doctor or
not
what.
Sure. Timeout taken. We'll step aside. Brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. 33-24. Thunder lead the Flyers on ESPN Radio, CEC TV.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
The real estate market in Southern Utah is booming. Before you sell, talk to a Red Rock real estate agent to see what your home is worth. You may be surprised. If you're looking to buy a home, check out all their listings at redrockrealestate.com. Voted the best real estate company in Southern Utah 2 years in a row. Red Rock Real Estate.
Noah Fuyatololo is back in the game for the Thunder here on 3rd down and long. Fui under pressure, trying to run, and he is going to be sacked. They're going to lose a little bit more yardage, and if they do decide to try to kick the field goal, they have backed up a little bit. He was trying to look all the way down the field. The good thing is, though, Coach, that Noah's back in the game. Obviously they checked him out, and he's able to stay in this game. They would have took his helmet away otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, but now, I don't know if they were in field goal range before that play, but he just took like a 6-7 yard loss and just throw it away and get yourself back to the line of scrimmage. Now they got to, I don't know what they got to do here. 4th down, they got to go to the end zone with it. Do they take as much clock off as possible? I think it's a little too early to be doing this and then calling timeout, but that's what they're doing.
Yep. Working the clock a little bit. So we'll take one more timeout, come right back. Crunch time, 33-24 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3。
Kevin, get our print career. And there's the bottom. Does this one have more water?
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Back live, Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie, Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. Eventually we get to the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. This one's still up in the air. Thunder leaving the offense out there, 4th down, and their ball's on the 29. And Fui's just gonna Hail Mary it down towards Turnbow. He's gonna jump up back and try to make the catch, but he can't. It was deflected away. Good defense by the Flyers.
Noah's got to put air on the ball. Like, it's almost like a 2-ball.
A little flat.
Oh, super flat. Throw it, and here's the other thing. Why only allow your guys to run straight lines? Like, if you look in the middle of the field, there's not a single person in the middle of the field, and instead of running up the hash mark at the safety, have the guy bend it to the middle of the field. You have to be able to adjust on the fly.
1st and 10 Flyers. Down by 9. Takao looking to throw. Stands in the pocket, delivers it down the field, and it's almost intercepted. It looked like somebody might have broke that route off, and Izzy Meredith nearly had a
Izzy has missed 3 picks tonight.
He had a shot at it.
He's either it bounced off his shoulder or it's hit his hands or what. But he's been around the ball, that's for sure.
That one just kind of floated on to Cal. I don't think Izzy could have. And that one was probably the toughest one. He would have had to have about a Michael Jordan vert to get that one.
Yeah.
9-point lead for the Thunder. They dig it defensively. 4:46 left on the Nets on Fire clock.
Stay here.
To Cal, pump fakes, now floats it, got his man. It's Mason Kesterson out to the 40, and that's enough for a Fabulous Freddy's 1st down.
That's a good job by Takao. He was taken away early and allowed his receiver to keep working, get open, and made the throw here in a flat. So you can tell, and then he's trying to throw it over the big man too, so that's a good throw.
Yeah, and good protection. Thunder do bring one, and then they drop another one. Little stunt. Tikao's going to take a shot, and Jaquil Mitchell can't even get to that one. Turnbow and Levitt were back in coverage for the Thunder.
You know what I've noticed? Desert Hills really has not been able to get any pressure on Takao in the second half. They've done a really good job. Dixie has up front blocking, and then again, don't let any leaks. Stay back, keep it in front.
Nice game brought to you by Scott Gibson, Intercap Lending. Great time to refinance. Rates are still well below 3%. Scott, your guy. Intercap Lending, throw over the middle, incomplete. Trying to find Barbin. That's a couple high passes in a row here for Seth Takao. And now the Flyers need a big play. 3rd and 10. And 4:17 to go.
Last third, you know this is 4-down territory. So last third down, they ran screen to the field.
Yep.
So if you're Desert Hills here, do you bring like a zone blitz type look, or you just play it straight up?
We'll see. They roll to Cal out, and he checks it down. It's a pick, and it's a pick, and it's going to go to the house. Pick 6 for the Thunder. Are you kidding me?
There he is.
Izzy Meredith.
He got it.
He got that pick he was looking for, and
All
another
night.
takeaway for the Thunder tonight. 8 turnovers for the Dixie offense.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
I don't remember seeing 8 turnovers.
Coach Monker's coach team never had 8
ever
turnovers
in region.
when I played against them.
No. And this is a good job by Meredith. Comes off his guy.
Just drove on the ball. He saw where Takao was going to go with it, read his eyes, drove on the ball, and was able to outrun Takao to the end zone. Nice play by Meredith.
TD touchdown. Team D, 488 East St. George Boulevard. That's your Appliance Wholesalers Plus play of the game right there. That's going to give the Thunder the separation they've been looking for. They push the lead back up to 16. Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up and good. We'll take the break. 40-24. Oski to the house for Meredith.
High school football season means the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert is back in effect. I'm Craig Bullerjack, reminding you to head to Yogurtland after the game and ask for your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert when your team scores 25 points or more.
Kevin, get our print career. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
This guy.
We're back live. Devin Dixon, Coach Carl Frankie hanging out here at Desert Hills. 40-24, kickoff into the end zone for the touchback. Just 4 minutes, 6 seconds left. And Desert Hills trying to get to 5-1. In the rankings this week, they were number 4 in the Des News Top 5 poll. But in the RPI foray debut rankings, they were number 2. But that's all based on, strength of schedule, opponent's win percentage early in the season. You really can't tell much by the RPI until everybody plays the season out and you see where you're at. And then we'll see what the seeding says for the postseason. The turnovers have hurt Dixie. There's no other way to put it tonight. Takao looking to throw. Quick hitter and another interception. Another interception. Cy Nunley gets in on the act.
Oh, my.
I don't think I've ever seen 9 turnovers in a Region 10 football game.
No.
And high five from Wes Nunley, his dad on the sideline. Side jumped it. And Coach Munkers has got to be like, what's going on tonight with the turnover bug? Takao, he just never looks it off. He eyeballs it the whole time, and Nunley just getting his drop, just stepped right in front of it and made the pick.
Again, there's only one guy in his zone, so he just steps in front.
Fui back in at quarterback, which is really good news. Run right up the middle. I think that's Jake Wilkins.
Yeah, now it's just 4 minute offense here. Just drain the clock. Don't snap the ball until you see the judge start counting it off.
Yep. Drain.
And just drain it off.
Now old Chuck Knoll or Chuck Knox, Ground Chuck is in the building. You definitely just want to get on out of here with the victory if you're D Hills.
Old school football, we used to run a little quarterback sneak in there, have everyone kind of jump on and wait until the official rolls everybody over. Used to waste a good 45, 50 seconds.
Run right up the middle.
You kind of have to know how to do it. You just stay down until they take the ball from you.
Gain of a half yard on both those short runs. 3rd and 9 for the Thunder, but clock ticking now. They won't have to snap this till there's under 2:50 left in the game. Desert Hills leading 40-24.
Did you say 9 turnovers? for Dixie tonight?
If I've counted it correctly.
How many does Desert Hills have tonight? 3 or 2?
Not 9.
No, they had the 1 pick down here and a fumble.
Jakio and then the 1 fumble.
Wow.
Count them up. Make sure I'm right. Wilkins again, got a yard, tackled, thrown back. .230 left in this game. 4th down and 9. And both teams got big-time matchups next week. In fact, Desert Hills has Snow Canyon up next on the schedule. That'll be it. And they were winning tonight. Last score update we had was 35-7. They were beating Hurricane. And Hurricane just scored a touchdown. Tried for 2, but it's 35-13, so Snow Canyon's still in control late in the 4th quarter in that game. In fact, while we got a Intercap lending timeout brought to you by the Scott Gibson team, let me give you the whole schedule for next week. Snow Canyon, Desert Hills. That'll be our game of the week right here, how you're accessing the game tonight. Cedar at Dixie, the old rivalry, and Crimson will play Hurricane. Pineview won't play a region game on their bye week. I don't know if they picked a game up that week or if I have to check. There's the punt unit out. Polu gets it away, and they're going to throw a running into the kicker flag, but it's not going to be enough for a 1st down. Did he bat that back and stop it at the 2? I think he did. I couldn't tell if he was in the end zone or not. They said spotted at the 2. Looked like he leapt and jumped and batted it back.
They said the ball never went across the goal line, huh?
9 turnovers our guys are saying is correct in the booth for Dixie tonight. Yeah.
Well, didn't the ball go?
His body is in the end zone, but he leapt before the line.
Yeah, crazy.
Jake Wilkins batted it back. Now the penalty was running into the kicker on Dixie.
They'll just enforce that on here.
Yeah, I would elect to just add it half the distance to the goal, and then
Sure.
Dixie starts the drive from the 1-yard line. And that's what Coach Rick Berry is.
Because you don't want to repunt.
No, not when you down it there. 40-24 on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Had a couple scary moments where Jakio Mitchell was cramping. Had a big hit, helmet to helmet on Noah Fuatololo, but he was able to return. Both those guys coming back, which is good. We've seen a lot of injuries in Region 10 already this year. I don't want to see any more.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it might be the same as there always is. It just feels like there's been a lot.
There, I think it's as many as we normally see, but it's happened to the
quarterbacks
or the bigger stars in the region.
Yeah. Last week, Dominic McKenzie, Marcus McKenzie both left.
It's going to be the teams that have depth at this point, right?
Yeah. We saw Tide Morris get nicked up early in the season. You know, Dixie's defense, they lost their starting safety, strong safety early in the year. And obviously their quarterback, Bronson Barber. There's a run right up the middle. Christian out to the 10. Maybe giving forward progress to the 11-yard line. That gets them out of the shadow of their own goal. Desert Hills is going to win this game in a key Region 10 battle. And they'll go to 2-0 in region play. Dixie will drop to 1-1. Flyers 2-3 overall. Thunder will go to 5-1 on the season. Fly sweep. And Jake Wilkins brings down Barbin out at the 15-yard line. Fabulous Freddy's first down.
He's had a quiet but good game.
Jake?
Yeah.
Or Barbin?
Wilkins.
Wilkins?
Yeah.
He fought off that block and made the tackle.
But he's been consistent all night. Has played a really, really good game on defense tonight.
Just a reminder, coming up will be the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll get you some highlights. We'll We'll pick our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station player of the game. We'll select one for each team in a Region 10 showdown. Then we'll also stick around late and try to recap all the games for you on the wrap-up show. Martin Kelly back in the studio. Jacob Zimmerman will host it. I'll be floating around, hanging out, wrapping up all the scores tonight as well. Been fun to work with you tonight, Carl. Entertaining game.
Yeah.
It'll be a frustrating one for the Flyers when they go look at all those turnovers tonight. Just ball security wasn't there. 9 Flyer turnovers. Hand off to Christian right up the middle. Hit and dropped. He'll get the 25.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's tough to win with no turnovers in a game, but you can't overcome 9.
Final score as it ticks down, 40-24. I want to see Coach Munkers, Coach Barry with the handshake, because those are 2 good buddies coaching head-to-head. Not for the first time, though. Coach Barry was a D coordinator, and Coach Munkers' first year at Dixie, they did cross paths, but then they worked together a couple different stints, and 2 good coaches tonight. Coach Barry making his way out to Coach Munkers. Coach is, between pregame, they were all saying hello, and obviously at the end, now the sportsmanship there for 2 crosstown rivals. Let's take the 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get you highlights, reaction, hand out some awards in the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame report. Again, the final for you on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, 40-24. Desert Hills is beating Dixie.
There is a place where young and old make connections, where kids feel like grown-ups, and grown-ups feel like kids. There is a place where beauty arises in contrast, where wonder is universal, and laughter second nature. There is a place where friends find a future, families find each other, and feelings find their home. There is a place. There is a place where rocks bleed, and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents, and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Welcome back, everybody. We have reached our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We just, we were live. The turnovers were coming. Just checking the final Wilkinson stats. We believe there was 6 lost fumbles and 4 interceptions. So actually, Coach, 10 turnovers for the Flyers tonight. 10 too many if you ask Coach Munkers. You look at some of the final numbers of offense for the Flyers, 398 yards. A lot of that, 257 came in the first half. Takal had about 277. Jaquil Mitchell, how about 13 for 151 and 2 touchdowns? I think Jaquil Mitchell is probably your player of the game, your Ernie's 2 player of the game for the Flyers. A little bit more complicated for Desert Hills, but Desert Hills, you check some of the stats. Noah goes 13 of 26, 267. Olsen, 3 catches, 104 and a touch. Turnbow, 6 for 89. Should have had that touchdown. Was called back on a legal block in the back. Morris, 23 carries tonight, but didn't have but 29 yards. Noah, the leading rusher on the ground, 7 carries for 26 yards. Good to see Noah be able to return in this game as Desert Hills gets the 40-24 win. Leading tackler for the Thunder in this game, Cy Nunley, with 9, but I've lost track of all the turnovers. I mean, 6 fumbles and 4 interceptions, I believe, by the Dixie offense in this game tonight. Stats brought to you by Wilkinson's. Let's check the highlights for you, and we'll try to sort out we got one more Ernie's 2 player of the game to hand out for Desert Hills. There's one of those fumbles. Christian had it come loose, and Jake Wilkins was able to recover. To Cow in that second half, they just came out, and Desert Hills, was getting takeaways. That was an interception there. You couldn't see it clipped off, and then Noah went to work, and then there was an interception the other way. Desert Hills had a couple turnovers tonight, but they didn't have 10, Coach.
No, they didn't have almost, it seemed like every
3, I think, for the
almost
Thunder.
every possession.
And here's another run by Christian out wide, and there's another turnover. 1 of 6 fumbles, and Desert Hills worked on this. Desert Hills worked on this week in practice.
They must have seen something in practice that, or in film that they thought they could expose, and they did it.
Fui wide open, broken coverage. Lincoln Holmes touchdown, and this is still a game at this point. This is still within reach, but turnovers just kept coming. You're going to see Takao trying to get some extra yardage. Cy Nunley rips it out. Austin Turnbow recovers for the Thunder. Takao going to try to go up top, and interception deep down the field. Another takeaway for the Desert Hills. And then here's a trickeration. Olsen gets it, flips it out to Turnbow. Holmes does get called for a block in the back there, kind of got him on the side. I know you didn't love that call, but you didn't need to do that.
I understand, but it's still football, and he's I don't know. Hands were on the front of his pad, so I don't know how that's blocking the back.
And another run to Cal, 50-yarder here, and there was still hope at this point.
Yeah.
It was 33-24 after that 50-yard run.
They had a lot of momentum, but the next play was that kickoff return for like 70-something yards, right?
Yeah, and here it is by
or 60 yards.
The high-octane Ford named Zach. Here comes Zach, 50 down to the 40, kept going.
Yeah, that changed possession there, and then this one.
Yep, jumped it.
The pick six, that was it. The game was over at that point.
And Izzy Meredith to the house. You could go with that as your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, because that kind of sealed it at that point. Who do you want to give the Ernie's to Player of the Game Award to for the Thunder tonight? Who impressed you the most? A lot of good performances for D. Hills. Olsen had a good game. Fui threw some nice passes. Cy Nunley had a great. I mean, there was so many takeaways. They're spread all over, so it's hard to pick one.
I liked how Eric Olsen played tonight. Like, that was my pick from the beginning. I thought he played a really good game all
Had a sack defensively.
Yeah, had a fumble recovery, a touchdown to basically get the juice flowing for the Thunder.
Eric Olsen, your Ernie's 2.
There you go.
Sinclair Station Player of the Game, and then Jaquil Mitchell for the Dixie Flyers. This is the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Before we say goodnight, next week, Desert Hills will be inside of our Game of the Week again as they'll battle Snow Canyon. That will be the matchup we will bring you right here on CEC TV and on 97.7 ESPN, as well as on the live stream. And then, of course, a bunch of other good matchups next week. I mean, we're crunch time now, Coach. We're getting into the meat part of the region schedule, and everybody's trying to grab every win they can to try to get the best playoff seeding they can.
Yeah, and the most important thing is trying to get into the playoffs healthy. And right now, there's a lot of banged-up teams, a lot of teams that have to get back and get healthy again before the playoffs start.
For our entire CEC television crew, for Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, Martin back in the TDS studio, we say good night if you've been watching the game. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back with more extended Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show right after this. The final for you, one more time, Desert Hills beats Dixie 40-24. And everybody go to Yogurtland for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. It's on tonight for everybody in Southern Utah to take advantage of with over 25 points in tonight's game. Good night, everybody.